good, y'all? This is Everything's Blurred, episode 51. What's good? This yours truly, Breon here. Howdy.
What up? Tommy here. How y'all doing? Good to see you again.
Happy New Year. Mr. Shaun, Mr. Sean. Welcome to episode 51.
Yes, happy 2022. It's been a long time. So,
yo, happy New Year, peeps. Damn. Yo, it's really like the end of the month.
I know.
We got one more weekend after this in the month. So, yeah. January 23rd, doing the 51st pod.
Mm-hmm.
First part of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it.
Let's do it. All right.
So where you want to start, man?
Well, it's 2022, like you said. We 23 days in. Pardon me. You know, a lot of things that, well, a lot of people, I should say, when it comes to the new year, the R word comes up. Resolutions. And just wanted to know if you guys had any resolutions. Have you started on them? And if so, how's it going?
I didn't really have no resolutions this year because I don't really believe in that. It's just kind of like, I look at it as trying to accomplish certain things and just be more productive, or be more consistent with certain shit.
That's interesting, since you brought up in the
exactly. But everybody knows that. Everybody knows resolutions and what you mean by that, what's meant by that. So I just throw it out as resolutions, but yeah, in some fronts good, some fronts god awful. I've started everything. I've only really continued with about 2 of those things, and another picking back up this week. So that's why I was like, good days and bad days, sticking with some of the things that you want to try to do. But, that's what it is until it becomes just routine, habit. You know what I mean? So one of those things was working out.
Like everyone.
One of those things was working out for sure. One of those things was making sure that I don't get up and walk away while niggas is potting.
Oh, B just left. He about to do some push-ups. I know. He's like, oh, this is reminding me. Let me pop 10 out while these niggas talk. You know what I'm saying? He about to do some dips.
The push-up pod.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all niggas talking about? For real?
Breathe easy.
Trying to go into the 40 and older, go into the 40 and older club a little healthier than I was last year. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I myself is trying to I'm making some time, but I'm trying to become more consistent with as far as exercising and also with my eating. I saw some videos that I want to watch that particularly help with cutting down sugar. So I want to watch a few of those and try to apply that, and also cutting down on carbs. You know what I'm saying? And and just actually make the time to, like I said, make time to exercise more. Like I want to work on my core a lot more. Because I was on a Zoom a couple weeks back with some people. B was included in that, and shout outs to those people. Um, and I was explaining to them how in last year, 2021, in total I lost 27 pounds because I'm trying to lose 40 on my way turning 40. So I had 13 more pounds to go. I might have picked up a little something more, but trying to knock that out. So there's that. But the one thing that's kind of that I need to kind of really have in mind is to make sure I get a good amount of rest. That's kind of always been that has been one struggle with me, one personal struggle that I've had. Um, and it's not like just staying up and stuff like that. Like I have a actual issue, physical issue. Um, but once I get rest, and I don't eat as much as far as portion wise. My portions are pretty straight. Um, then I'm good to go. I do miss going to the gym, so I try to work out from home when I can. I figure once the cases go down because they're pretty much up, because of Omicron and stuff like that. I probably will revisit the gym, but until then, uh, I still got a few days left on my free Prime membership, little free trial on my Prime membership. So I'm gonna get another kettlebell and go from there. And I do have a because I do miss reading. Um, I feel like that's one of the things of being a blerd, read. Um, I kind of set up like a reading challenge for myself, more so with the comics, but I'm also try to read regular books as well. I have a couple birthdays ago. Uh, Trey gave me the I don't know if it's memoir or autobiography, but it's Rakim's joint. It's a memoir, Rakim's book. And I didn't read it as much, so I'm gonna try to get back into reading that more. And what I said was, every other month or so, I'm going to try to read 1 month, read a Marvel character, the following month a DC character. But I started off with Doctor Strange this month, but it's so good, man. I might have to extend it, to February, because I'm reading the most recent comic series of his, which is the Death of Doctor Strange, which is crazy, and reading the different one shots with it. And I was like, well, after that, I know he has a book called there's a series called Strange Academy, which is pretty much uh Harry Potter and Doctor Strange put together. It's a bunch of kids from different little dimensions or whatever that's learning the mystic arts, and Doctor Strange is their teacher. Um, and I wanted to find like one of the last like original story arcs of Strange, like in 2018, 2019, something like that. So I'm thoroughly enjoying what I'm reading with that, and I figured my first DC character, it might be. I was thinking either Deathstroke, or I was thinking, believe it or not, I know it was a bunch of different Robins, but there was a old joint that came out a few years ago called We Are Robin, which I found interesting. Um, there's a Damian Wayne who is Robin. He has his own comic series out now, and then there's one with all the different Robins. So Damian Wayne, Nightwing, Red Hood. Uh, did this one called Red Robin, I want to say, and so I thought about checking those out. and I figured once I really get the ball going, I'll probably pick up another. There's a couple other like regular books that I wanted to read that's on my list. So I'll keep y'all up to date on that. And yeah, those are two of my. I got a few, but that's two that I'm willing to share. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. I used to follow resolutions like that, but I never follow them. So the older I get, the more I'm just, yeah, I never follow them. And then now it's this year. Well, I'll explain more later in the episode, but definitely it's a rough start, but it's definitely got me thinking, and also to know I got to make a couple of breakthroughs. I've made some small steps, so I'm gonna mention that later in this episode. But as far as resolutions is concerned, yeah, I know it's something I gotta get done. It's just the struggle of me trying to do it, the drive and all that, and being persistent. So yeah.
Sound like therapy right now.
Uh-huh.
It sound like therapy right now.
Mm-hmm. Talk about that foosball.
Foosball.
Playoffs. Playoffs?
You kidding me?
Playoff?
Yeah, y'all go ahead. I got
go to that's how I really feel right now, because the Ravens did not make it.
But what they don't know is the Baltimore Colts had quite a few championship rings.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think.
But that happened so long ago now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That we don't really acknowledge that. We don't even know. It's
Ravens
really
been around for like 20-some, 25, 26 years, maybe longer.
Something like that. Because I mean, when they up and left,
mm-hmm.
it was like
we was being born.
Literally, bruh. I think I was born on the very last game that they played. I looked it up. We played the Dolphins.
Oh man.
And it was a draw. I want to say it was a draw. Yeah. And I think not long after that game, packed up in the Mayflower.
Mayflower.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a thing of like that's just crazy how that happened. But I mean, but back to what's going on. Yeah, we are in the divisional round of the playoffs. Like I said, as of right now, the Rams are beating the Bucks 17-3, second quarter. Yesterday, I would love to go back even further back with the wild card joints, but excuse me. But with last night, the Packers it was two upsets. The Packers lost to the Niners 13-10. That was a nasty game. It was crazy. And before that game, the Titans, the number one seed in the AFC, lost to them kitty cats in the Natty. They lost to the Cincinnati Bengals, 19-16. So the Bengals is waiting on who wins tonight between Chiefs and the Bills, which is going to be a good one. You know what I mean? That might be a good old JR. That might be a slobber knocker, folks. Pause, because that sounds like a very, very. It does. Every time he first said that, I've always thought that. But pause.
Niggas can't get nothing off, man, without it being gay.
Hey,
no,
nigga,
that's
you
the first
on
time.
the joint, homies over hoes, nigga.
No,
right?
but even in that episode, no. All right, man. Let's move on. Let's move on that one.
Battle rap is rap, nigga. Like, talk, nigga.
Let's move on, man.
No,
I don't even know, man. I don't even
but-
know. I don't
but it's-
even know.
What?
I don't even know. All right.
Oh, Tommy.
So what I was trying to say with the NFL, you got the playoffs going. Who would y'all like to see in the Super Bowl?
Well, I was
Again-
surprised.
Oh, I was going to say the teams again, so y'all,
Oh,
you know, like I said, it's the Rams and Bucks are playing right now.
I want to see the winner of Kansas City and Buffalo
Mhm.
against, and I say that because, sorry, the Bengals, y'all in our division, but nah, y'all can't get that kind of confidence.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if we being
Fuck outta
real,
here. Fuck
they
outta
are
here.
lucky. They just lucky. They just
I'm not going to say that they're lucky. I think that I'm gonna just say this is an extremely great season for them, because to get this far, I don't think it's luck. You know what I'm saying? You might have had a little luck. You might have had some good. You had some good breaks, but they still. But look. You might have had some good breaks, but they still had to win them games.
no, don't hurt Sean now. Sean about to.
They still had to win them games. They still had to pull out them games enough to win and continue to get this far. You know what I'm saying? This is grown men getting paid, livelihoods on the line, careers on the line. You know what I mean? So I'm not just going to say it's luck, because nobody just gave it to them. But they had some great breaks go their way, with the Ravens basically being injured from the jump.
that's what I'm trying to say.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
They had some great breaks with the Kansas City Chiefs
With the
not
Chiefs.
really doing how they do. You know what I mean? Usually this year. So I think they beat the Chiefs during the regular season.
I think they did.
Yeah, like towards the end of the season at that too. So I would say, so basically I can't pick those niggas. So whoever wins tonight, I want to see in the AFC. And so we got Rams in Tampa Bay right now versus San Fran.
You said Tampa Bay. I thought it was Kansas City. Sorry.
No, that's the NFC.
Now we're talking NFC. Now he's talking.
Now we're
NFC.
talking
Okay.
NFC. Yeah. I'm gonna say KC. Actually, I'm gonna say KC versus Tampa Bay, because I think
Tampa Bay's gonna come back.
I mean they still got the GOAT. They still got the GOAT over there. Plus, I would love to see Tampa Bay versus San Francisco in the NFC Championship, because you got Brady versus Garoppolo.
Porn star Jimmy. That defense.
Great nickname, by the way.
So help me out. Why do they call him that again? Was it because of his?
They call him Porn Star Jimmy because he was out dating. He was out with a known porn star. I'll put it like this. I'm not gonna say he was dating, but he was out with a known porn star, like at a restaurant or something, sitting at the table, eating, drink, whatever. So your man Stephen A decided to throw that one out there.
That's hilarious.
But not a bad nickname. It could be a lot worse. Man, fuck that. Actually, porn star Jimmy versus Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Let's go. with Debo Samuel too, a nigga named Debo in the Super Bowl. Let's do it.
Yo, when I noticed that his name was Debo, I was like, oh, I could tell what his parents' favorite movie was.
You gonna play football, punk?
You know what I'm saying?
Run that ball.
Run, nigga. We want your ass beat to run.
Give me your cleats,
Ever
punk.
since then,
My mama gave me them cleats. No doubt. No doubt. Porn star Jimmy versus Pat Mahomes.
All right. Ever since this season started, well, I'll say they were my second pick. The Chiefs was in the AFC. My first pick was the Ravens if they were extremely healthy. Like, so I do feel like this is going to be that year where it's like we're going to look back and like, yo, if we was yada yada yada. I don't feel like every team has this season where if so and so was healthy, we would have, that team would have,
Hey, you know what? On the Ravens though, real quick. I think this could be. You know how Golden State is nice this year. Last year they was kind of.
Yes.
They barely made the play in, and then they didn't make. This could be that kind of year for the Ravens where, you know what I'm saying, Lamar missed a few games, so he was able to sit and like just watch, maybe learn or pick up a couple things. Tyler Huntley's going to be back as a backup, so not that you banking on the backup being good, but I mean, that's just he's him being good is also kind of added motivation too for Lamar to be like, yo, I know I got to step my game up because there's somebody else back there who's shown that he can play in the league. He's not no MVP shit, but he can at least play. And if I start doing some bullshit, niggas will be like, yo, what's up with Tyler Huntley? So for next year, I'm thinking, we'll have a higher first round draft pick this year than we've had in years past because we didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Everybody get healthier. You got a year of experience as far as like people who otherwise would have never played. So like Averett, for instance, I think he's a free agent though, but I can't see a whole bunch of people necessarily being like, yo, let's go get the nigga that everybody threw at. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he got that experience on the field, so he knows what he has to work on. It'll be better. So if he comes back, plus we get Peters back, Humphrey back.
He might, because I'm gonna cut you off because Rashad Perriman is still in the league, and I remember his first year here, he was trash.
Yeah.
So
and he hasn't really been nice nowhere else, but he is like whatever,
A certain team might pick up an Averett. You never know. You know what I mean? The Jets.
I'm not saying that they wouldn't.
Still need help. There's still some bum ass teams out there that
I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's not a situation where like, what's my man name who left to go to the Packers? Judon. No, he went to the Patriots.
No, he went to the Patriots.
He went to the Patriots. Judon, Matthew Judon. Oh yeah, and Zadarius Smith went to the Packers. Yeah. But see, they was like, yo, we paying.
Yes.
To come to our squad. I don't think it's going to be that kind of situation with Avery. Like somebody might offer him a little something, but nothing that we'd be like, yo, for real, dog. Like, yo, come back, rock with us. We're gonna get you right.
But there was something that you brought up to me. This was like regular conversation we had on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And you were saying how you could see I think you said either the Ravens making the trade for Tyler Huntley or seeing if another team would start Tyler Huntley. And I honestly I can't see it, to be honest with you. When I would watch the games that he would start, it would start off okay.
Mm-hmm.
But somewhere along the lines, it got bad. And it might not be his fault. It might be the O-line. The defense just outsmarted, our guys, whatever.
I don't know if he was a rookie or this was his
But
second year.
no,
Yeah.
I'm talking about this season.
This season, right? This is his second year,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
I think this is his second year.
Okay.
I think this is like his second year. And so I'm like, because what I was doing in my mind, like not long after you brought that up, I thought about Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor, who came off the bench, he was dope. I remember watching preseason games or games where it was a blowout and they brought him in. The man was dope. And after a couple years or so, he thanked us and he wound up playing for Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and I remember when he left, we was like, hell yeah, awesome. Because we know what he was about. I don't see that with Tyler, to be honest with you. That's just me. I would like to see him, I guess, work on his game a bit more and maybe still be under Lamar a bit more. Have him do some preseason, play the preseason games. And if there are games, like regular season games, where, we have such a large lead and they decide to bring him in, you know what I'm saying? Cool. And I think another thing with him that I didn't care for with Huntley, and maybe this is just kind of me as an old-fashioned Ravens fan, but we more so utilize our running game a lot more than our passing game. And he was just pass more so, which was cool in a sense because it gave a chance for Marquise Hollywood Brown to grow as a receiver. Like you mentioned Averett.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another receiver that we have. Not Andrews, because he's a tight end, but it's another receiver I'm thinking about. Not Sammy Watkins because he was hurt, but it was another guy.
Rashad Bateman.
Thank you. And Bateman. And Bateman needed those touches because, he's a rookie. And I think he has a bright future here. I think so. But at the same time, it was like he wasn't really utilizing the running game as much. And at times where he did, I know with Murray was doing this thing. I know one game, the other dude, I can't think of his name right now. They didn't figure dude out in the defense. But that was my only thing. I would like to see him use the running game a bit more. But as far as him kind of going to another team and starting there, I don't see it just yet. For me, I don't see it. But I do agree with I'll say this. I do feel as if we will, and Lord willing, we will have a better season. We just got rid of Don Martindale. I was like, that's all? We can't get rid of the OC? He got to go too. I'd rather get rid of the OC before we get rid of Don Martindale. Now, and
this is the most I've heard him referred to as Don in his entire time as the defensive coordinator on the coaching staff. Like, it's always been Wink Martindale. Now it's and I know Wink is the nickname, but still.
Yeah. I forgot that was his nickname, but it was one of those
even
things
all over the ESPN, just wherever it's reported.
NFL,
Yeah,
it popped up in my NFL app feed.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got rid of Don Martin. I was like, oh yeah. But
I'm just playing.
Yo, it was crazy because I took my eyes away from the screen. I was like, what the fuck? What is that? What is going on? Y'all talking about me earlier, shit. So going into this next season, I could tell you, me personally, quite a few people got to go. Ronnie Stanley, I'm done. Go, leave, nigga. Villanueva, you been trash. You came from the Steelers.
Oh yeah, Villanueva was garbage this year.
Bye, nigga.
Yeah.
If they get rid of, if we keep Watkins, Sammy Watkins, or we let him go, I could care less. I expected better from him, but he got hurt, so on the defensive end, Brandon Williams, you gotta go, bro. He was trash this year. Like I feel like we legit missed the impact of my man that went to Green Bay, Judon. And it was the dude that went to the Jets, African dude, right? Yannick something.
Oh, what about? He didn't do nothing for us.
Before he left to go to the Jets, he did. Now unless I got him confused, but there was a guy that
he got traded. If this is what I'm thinking about, we traded to get him at some point during the season one year. And I mean, he played, but it wasn't like he was like setting the world on fire.
Oh, it was some dude, I guess, that went to the Jets. The games I've seen him play, he was doing his thing. The games I seen. But
what's my man CJ Mosley? The linebacker. Years ago.
Yeah,
no, he went to the Jets. He went to the Jets.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
okay. To me. He was out to me.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Him. I'm like I said, I might get the African guy confused. I probably got them confused, but that's what I meant. I meant CJ Mosley. Jimmy Smith. I've been in care for you, dog. Go ahead. Be out.
Yo, he's been on the squad since he's been in the league too.
Nigga.
Yeah. Right. I'll be like, yo, man, yeah, we could let him go, but just for the sake of his bank account, go ahead and keep collecting them checks. Go to the Jets or somebody else. Just for another season.
Hey, yo, for real, yo, if I was like
Put your Jim Leonard on.
Yo, if I was like $1 billion owner and it was like people on my team that was trash and I really didn't care for from the jump, I would hire DNA to come in.
Stop. No.
And just tell them to be like, get the fuck out of here. And just have balls for get your trash game the F out of here. Get your jersey that's lame the F out of here. Get your...
Oh, man. You're going to get DNA killed. That's what you're going to do.
They going to make the machete spray? Damn.
When I make the machete spray, give me your playbook. Get the... What? DNA going to be fucked up in the Ravens locker room. He's going to be missing like 8 more teeth. Fucking with you. You got to get that man a health insurance plan with that. You got to give him a bag. Give him a bag and some insurance.
They need braces. Dental plan. That was the old Simpsons thing for those that don't know.
Exactly.
But now, I don't know about Clark because that one game where he had the 2 interceptions, that was big for us. I forgot what game. That was like one of our last couple games.
Was it Chuck? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a Marlon Humphrey stan. You know, keep my man because he could be captain of the defense.
Oh yeah. You know, they signed him longer term, I think.
Getting his jersey soon. Bet.
Beginning of this season, this past season, you know.
Okay.
This one I think they signed him.
How many years?
I want to say like
because it's not like NBA, right, where it's like Supermax and all of that.
I want to say it was like for 4 years, maybe.
Oh, 4. Oh, okay.
Somewhere like that.
Gotcha. I'm whatever with Peters. I know certain people don't care for Peters. I know when he came here from that trade with Seattle, I thought he did good. So, but I will say, like, in the draft, I wouldn't mind us, seeing if we could pick up some young talent for the secondary. Excuse me, and some DBs and a couple of offensive linemen. Our receiving core is still young, so I'm not really tripping off that. Again, Hollywood is third going to his fourth season. I think he's still good. Like I said, Rashad Bateman, I think he had a solid rookie season. And and I would definitely like to see, Lamar work with those guys a lot more. And I would like to see Lamar just in the offseason work with different quarterback, former quarterbacks or quarterback coaches and things of that nature. I do think they need an OC because they need different game plans for him to kind of switch up, because I think coming back, I think some teams still, I think most teams kind of figured him out a bit. So we do need some different game plans kind of switch up. But at the same time, I do feel like overall the AFC North may be an interesting division going into next season because of what Cincinnati is doing. They're going to try to, duplicate that magic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, Big Ben just retired, so the Steelers is going to find them another quarterback, whether it's within the draft or if they're going to pick up a free agent. Please don't pick up Aaron Rodgers. 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 And because that possibly could have been Aaron Rodgers' last game. And so as a backer. And then Cleveland still, I guess they still got some guys, so yeah. Yeah, I just hope in the off season, we make some dope moves and we legit bounce back. Because it was super frustrating, and I had to deal with Pittsburgh fans talking smack to me, and I'm just like, what's the point? It wasn't even that. It was like, what's the point? What's the point of you talking smack to me when I already know our season been a wrap? Like, what's your words don't mean nothing to me. Part of my back, niggas. Like I had one person who I know personally that's like family to me. I had the nerve to kind of talk smack, and I'm like, get out of here. Like, you're an LA person. This person is from LA, only roots for her LA teams. And then was like, oh, but I've been a Pittsburgh fan. Bitch, when? I've known you for 20 years. You ain't never bring up the Steelers until that last game of the season. What are you talking about? I've been a fan since the Steel Curtain, because you old head. I've been a fan since the Steel Curtain days, and so and so and so. That was before your time with Terry Bradshaw and so and so. But you still ain't bring them up until now. You being a fucking troll. Shut your old ass up. Put some Ben Gay on your knees, winch. So, jeez. Oh,
the venom.
No, right?
Put some big gay on your knees.
Your butcher coming, nigga.
Okay.
Sean is going off today.
Came on my headphones for a second, Jeff.
My bad.
Why you out here cooking these old ladies, man?
She brought it to my front porch.
Yo, you gotta relax, bro.
I don't care, bro. No, she knew what she was getting into.
She just trying to have a little lighthearted, I want to talk about NFL shit too. And this nigga said, put some big gay on your knees, man. Niggas think she thinking it's just all funny games. My niece. You done had her for 75 years. You know what's wrong with her. 75? I am 43 years old. She found a hostile environment, hostile workplace.
Right.
No, I don't work with her.
Oh, you don't work with her? Okay, cool.
No,
cool.
no. I've known her for over 20 years. I met her on Black Planet back in the day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Black Planet was
before there was a Facebook, before there was an Instagram, before there was a Twitter, before there was a Zuckerberg, all of that.
Oh shit.
Before there was a Tom. Shout out to Tom, wherever you at.
Mm-hmm.
There was Black Planet.
I miss Tom. Tom was the homie.
Tom was the homie. Shout out to Tom. Shout out to Melissa, by the way.
Every time you look up, Tom was
Tommy's
there.
old background.
Yeah, yo, I left Melissa down in Texas, man, at the wedding.
That's a story for later as well.
She seemed like she liked that side better, so I said, fuck
it. And so it was like when it was back then, because somebody had put me on somebody had asked me to be part of a group that dealt with Sagittarius, and I said, yeah, I'm with it, and that's how I met her. But at the time, I wouldn't say it was like a catfish because I wasn't into it, nothing like that. But she did lie about her age and all that because she didn't want people to know about all that, and you had a fake picture. She didn't want people to know all that. But as we got older, I got to know her or whatever. She came out and told me, about some stuff. But I was like, oh, okay, all right, But she's like I said, she's a LA woman, and she's a fan of all the LA teams, Lakers. She's more Lakers than Clippers. But I think she follows both Rams and Chargers. But she was talking more Rams because I think Rams made it further in the playoffs than what or had a better season than what the Chargers did, I think, this year. So so when she was trying to talk smack about the whole Steelers thing, I'm thinking she's just talking smack just to mess with me. You know what I mean? And I was like, again, I was just unbothered by it because it's like, well, after I guess week 12, week 13, when I noticed the losing streak going on, I was like, well, it's pretty much a wrap for us. So I didn't really stress it. So when she was trying to talk smack, it's like, it's no point of you talking smack to me. I already know what time it is. So when she came out her mouth and said she was Steelers, yeah, and so she was like, and so then when she said she was always a Steelers fan, I'm like, you ain't never talk about that before. So out the blue, you try to talk smack and be a Steelers fan when you always, most times when we talk football, you either talk Rams and Chargers. Miss me with that. If you're a fan of a team, people know that when it comes to football, I'm a Ravens fan. When people know when it comes to basketball, I'm Heat and Lakers. All right. You know what I mean? And that's that. And I talk about those teams. I'm not like, and I know another person got a lot of love for. One point in time, this person was my team, and she wouldn't talk smack till the playoffs. My team is go this team, go that team, go this team, go that team, go. Everybody's looking at her status like, what are you doing? How you got 10 teams, nigga? How every team in the playoffs is your team, chick?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You old bandwagon ass chick.
Fuck is you, Adam Silver? How the fuck you got 10 teams?
I was like, what the heck? What, you got stake in these teams? Like you a shareholder of these teams or something? You got cousins on these teams, nigga? Like what you know what I'm saying? Like what's going on here, fam? You know,
Mhm.
it was really like 4 teams, but you get what I mean. That's too much. You know, we for the most part,
That's
it's
two
like 2
teams too
teams.
many.
Because it's like at the most we'll go 2 teams, and it's like it got to be a team on each conference. You know what I'm saying? Um, but certain people might be a fan of a certain team because of like okay, I got a buddy of mine. Before the Ravens came here, he was a Raiders fan, but he supports both because Ravens is home team. But he's always been a Raiders fan. And every year he talks smack about how the Raiders is always going to go to the Super Bowl. And even last night when I brought up, you know, it was Aaron Rodgers' possible last game with the Packers. I was like, what team do y'all think he, you know, that would make the most sense that he would play for? He was like, yo, don't kill me, yo, but I heard that they might trade him for Derek Carr.
Trade who for that car?
Aaron Rodgers.
Stop it. Whoever said that should be drug tested.
Facts. I don't blame you. I don't
Weekly.
disagree with that comment.
Weekly.
You know what I'm saying? Like how the fuck? Come on, yo. Aaron Rodgers versus Derek Carr, bruh.
Come on.
Come on, bruh.
Son.
With sandals and capris on, come on, dog. Shout out to Devontae. Shout out to Doja Cat, who actually was playing a Little Brother song during her live one time. It was quoting it, stopped it, and broke the verse down. I was like,
yeah.
oh my gosh.
Then she mentioned she wanna do an album with Ninth and what she said? I think she said Versace. Yeah, Jay Versace. She wanted to do an album with Ninth and Jay Versace.
And let me tell you, Jay Versace ain't one to sleep on them beats.
His beats not bad. Yeah.
When he did that one beat for West Side Gun, it fit. And West Side Gun even said, like, yo, he ain't even take it serious. He's like, he's a comedian. I ain't take it serious. Then I heard him, was like, okay. And he did a whole project. Well, he wasn't there, I think, in a booth. I think what's my man? Bodie James just took whatever beats he liked of Jay Versace's and did a whole project of Jay Versace beats. So salute to Jay Versace. We already got love for Knife. I got to hit a joint he did with the cat named Mussolini. That guy might be part of Trust Gang 38 Special. Speaking of that, Shay Noir's new joint, Fire. Top it. Y'all know who Shay Noir is? Ooh, y'all missing out on some good hip hop, boy. Y'all missing out on some bars. If you love Rhapsody, you will enjoy Shay Noir. But yeah, you can't compare the two, dog. That's a downgrade. No disrespect to Derek Carr, but you know he's solid.
That's not even. Like, yo, come on.
Yeah, I do agree. That's you know, yeah. You know, that's you know.
You can't even. It's disrespectful to put Derek Carr's name in the same sentence as when you're saying you're going to trade him for Aaron Rodgers, and that's no knock to Derek Carr. It's just, come on, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah. Personally,
it's only maybe 3 people that's playing right now. I'm going to say 5. Let's say 5. Let's even make it look. Only 5 people that you can maybe say that you can make that trade. And Derek Carr ain't one of them. By a long shot.
No.
So,
sorry.
All right.
But real quick, my Super Bowl pick with Chiefs for the AFC. NFC, it was the Packers. And like you said, I can't count out Brady. But if the Rams are still up, you might have to count him out. Hold on real quick, I'm sorry. Start of the third quarter is 20-3 Rams. I might have to.
Start of the third.
It might be Chiefs and Rams. I might go Chiefs and Rams.
You said start of the third.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll see. You know, I ain't bet no money on this or nothing, so I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just, it is what it is with that situation. But I was very much surprised about the Titans joint. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out. What's next on the docket? Okay.
So
how about this? I'm sorry. I'm trying to get things together. Let me get in my wrestling bag real quick. Do my Adam Cole voice. How about a story time with Tommy, baby?
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole's a wrestler from AEW.
Is any relation to Michael Cole?
Hell no.
Okay.
I know Tommy mentioned earlier, about Texas and little interracial situations.
Left Melissa down in Texas.
Hopefully he's here with us, so no get out situations has happened. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Oh damn. Okay. The floor is yours, sir. But yo, if y'all got Amazon Prime, please watch Harlem, because they one of the main characters in the joint is in the play Harlem. Get Out the musical, and they use actual people as like the teacup and the spoon and all that, and the whole thing is, and the one song is called Clink, Stir, Clink, Stir, and they dancing with it.
Like Steve Rogers the musical. It's like funny.
If you watch Bob's Burgers, the son Gene, he was trying to do Die Hard the musical, and the opening scene was him on the keyboard on some Nakatomi, 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 Nakatomi. Bob's Burger movie coming out later on this year. I'm there.
Yo, that's low key. Bob's Burgers got a cult following, man. Like
I rocks with it, bro.
Like people who rock with Bob's Burgers rock with Bob's Burgers hard.
It's
same thing with Rick and Morty. It's like Rick and Morty as
bro,
far as like how people fuck with
Rick and Morty is hands down one of the best written animation series that you will ever watch. And let me tell you, I didn't watch it as much, and I didn't understand the whole thing when the Pickle Rick episode that came out, and it actually won an Emmy or it got nominated, but it probably won. Mm-hmm. And it had all this merch that came out off of that one episode. And one day at night, it was on, and I was like, let me watch this episode. I watched that thing, and I was like, oh my God. This is one of the greatest episodes of a show that I will ever watch. It was on point. So that's up there, and I've probably said this on the show before, because I just got back into watching it on HBO Max. Young Justice is a very well written animated series. And I'm just waiting for that second half of season 4 to come out so I can run through that thing. But yeah, man. If you haven't watched Rick and Morty, I would suggest you watch it. And then the little shorts that they do, like if they did like a little animated, like an anime short, excuse me. Oh, that thing was fire. It was amazing. And you'll be surprised who has done guest voices on there, guest spots on that show, and who are fans of that show. And I'll give you another show when you continue. I'm sorry. BoJack Horseman is another great, well-written animated series. And you will be surprised at the guest celebrities that have done voices for that show. But yes, your story, Texas, interracial situation, wedding.
Texas.
Congrats to your brother, by the way.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats to my brother on his recent nuptials with my new sister-in-law, Kaylee. If you think that name sounds a little Caucasoid, I agree with you. And you'd be right, because she is.
Wow.
And Caucasoid, that's not a racial insensitive term, is it?
No, that's a scientific term.
Oh, it's scientific. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know. Because I didn't want somebody to be like, what do you mean?
There are some, yeah, that's a scientific term.
What did you call me?
Okay. Yeah, you know.
But
because,
yeah. So
because like with the trans, like transsexuals, like I didn't know transvestite was they didn't like that term. And they prefer transsexual.
I did not know that either.
Yeah, I think it was like transvestite or something, but they prefer transsexual or something like that. It was like, oh, okay. I didn't know, because I always thought that was the correct term.
My bad, man. My bad, bro. What's this? No, I didn't know that, actually, though. I thought that was a real term too. But interracial. So it's different, obviously. And in this day and age, it's not a thing about, for me, it's not about her being white, to be honest. And my brother, he actually got married on MLK weekend. You know, I have a dream. You know what I mean? That was done on purpose.
No, that's right.
But
hey, babe, hey. This weekend. What's wrong with this weekend? But I don't get. Let me show you this video.
This weekend, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
I had a dream, girl.
You know, exactly.
We're gonna get married. Martin King gonna look at us and say, "Free at last, free at last."
You know what I'm saying? They in the car driving. He was just playing the speech like, "Yo, I want you to hear this, babe. I have a dream." And he said her the whole time.
You heard of this? You heard of Martin Luther King?
One.
Glory.
The content of the
Glory
character, and
song was
like,
the
you heard
Glory
what he
song
said?
was.
Not by their race, but by the content of their character.
I know,
That's
right?
why this means so much to me, and why we should get married on this weekend, babe.
Yeah, Glory. The Glory song was played while he walked down. Glory. Sorry.
Glory.
One day when the glory comes, it will be all.
Yo, real talk. I was thinking about after.
You should have made them jump the broom afterwards.
We go to.
I'm sorry.
Funny story about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, go on, Tom. The story.
Funny story about that. So yeah, so it's just, you know, just the interracial thing. Different. But it's not, for me, my issue isn't, or I'll put it like this. I don't have any issues. I hope, you know, I'm glad my brother's happy and everything like that, right? Yeah. It's cool. The issues that I had, which were my issues alone, right? They can do their thing. They, you know, my brother, grown ass man, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. But issues I had wasn't that she was a white girl. She was a white girl from small town Iowa. Now, so you got like, you know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Like it's a
They
thing where
really
it's
don't
like,
know.
no, they don't.
The only
And
black person they know from Iowa is Big E. And he's not even from there. He went to school there. He's originally from Florida.
oh, yeah, it's just one of them things where it's just such an isolated bubble of whiteness that in my mind, I'm like, yo, y'all probably can't help but be racist to some on some level. You know what I mean? So there's that. But aside from that, Get Out, rehearsal dinner.
Oh shit.
We hit the rehearsal dinner. We got there slightly late, but you know, it's all good. Whatever. We could run through the rehearsals or whatever, right? The pastor, the reverend, whoever that's officiating the wedding. So he's like, so they all going to do like a candle, like a joint candle kind of thing, or I've been to weddings where they do like the couple get married, they light candles together, or they pour some sand into some shit together to symbolize like their lives are together and all of that. No, they ain't doing none of that. Cool. Y'all jumping the broom? No, not jumping the broom. I say this. Yo, so y'all not doing none of the black shit. I say this. But it's just a joke. You know what I mean? It's just a joke. I wasn't like really like wanting to stop. Like, hold on, I got a problem.
So hold on. So I'm gonna cut you off. But did you say this out loud to your brother or
no? I said it. It was kind of like, so I was the best man. So it was like me, my brother, his fiance, and then the pastor was there. So I said it, and they could hear me, but
was the pastor black?
Couldn't hear me. The pastor was black. Yeah, the pastor was black.
Okay. Oh yeah, Texas. But real quick, in Iowa, the percentage of blacks or African American in Iowa is 3.71%.
3? You said
3.71%. So round off like 4%.
That's about okay.
So yeah.
Okay. I hope.
Like, yeah, man, I was watching Roots. Oh, you was watching the tree grow? No, bitch. Roots.
Oh,
Roots Kente.
You was watching the tree grow. Okay.
No, that was racist. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So it was just an interesting experience all the way around. But after that, right? So after that, what I thought was going to happen was they were going to go to the club with everybody who like came into town for the wedding and everything. And personally, I didn't want to do that. I was like, Omicron.
And you're in Texas.
Yeah, I mean.
So with that, I do want to ask, sorry. How many people did you see wearing masks? Because that's my thing with that state.
No, people was wearing masks.
Okay.
You had to wear masks in
so they smartened up
spots too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now I'm not going front at the wedding. Mask was off. Your boy included. I got caught up. Now my pop's mask was on though. He was like one of the few people who had his mask on or whatever. And in hindsight, yeah. Heard that 2 or 3 people tested positive after, fact. Now, I'm good. we're good. And I'm vaxxed and all that shit. You know what I mean? So it's whatever. But, just got caught up in the moment.
Look at me.
Um,
I mean, not no more. I've been good, but
yeah.
you can still catch it back to boost.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I know that. But what I'm saying is I'm vaxxed. So if I was to get it, I'm supposed to not get hospital level sick,
It differs with people.
It differs, right? It differs with everybody.
Because I know some people that are vaxxed and boosted, and they still had like the chills, the fever,
yes,
and some other stuff. So I guess it all
Stephen A.
depends
Smith was in the hospital.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like his shit was.
And I think K Slay is good now, right?
I didn't even know K Slay had COVID.
Yeah, that was a thing. That was on the news and everything. Well, not the news,
like
but
he was in
our news, like Hip Hop DX, shit like that.
Yeah,
like, it was because I think like, Joe Budden on his podcast they mentioned it, and I think another podcast I watched they mentioned it. But last I checked, he was getting better.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
K Slay was kind of a big nigga though, for real. So
yeah, I mean, because it was messed up what happened to Fred the Godson, man. That hurt.
Yeah. And you think about it when you hear those stories about people and that's what started making it even more real. Was like, damn, like son was only like 30, whatever. Mm-hmm. Not you think they just good, they strong, they healthy, they doing their thing, out moving around, and but yeah. So with all that said, niggas was maskless at the reception. So, yeah, it was just interesting. Shout out to me and shout out to Kaylee's sister Abby, who we had to walk down the aisle with the beginning of the ceremony, and then when the wedding party came out, setting the tone, turning it up with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air for the reception, getting everybody hyped. Something that everybody was familiar with, if you catch my drift.
New show starts up
the 13th on Peacock in February. Actually, Super Bowl weekend. Yeah,
are they paying us? I fuck with you, Will, but you ain't paying us, man. So when it came time for the best man speech, the toast or whatever, and it's just little funny things that happen always. For instance, her sister, the maid of honor, she was doing her speech. She had her whole shit typed out in her phone. You know what I mean? She was just extra emotional, and all of it. It was just like, I guess this was maybe like her first wedding that she was really a part of like that, in any role in a wedding party. And me, I feel like I'm a hard-nosed vet at this point, so I have my points, but I got a little off script, came back, and didn't know how to end it, so I kind of asked everybody by a show. Is everybody here familiar with Russell Simmons by a show of hands? Left side, right side, crickets. So the black folks was laughing because they knew what I was doing. But I was just like, all right, man, thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Goodbye. What else? Another interesting thing. Saw my parents together in the same room for the first time in damn near 2 decades. I don't know. It was weird. I'm glad there was alcohol flowing that night, because I don't know. I might have felt more uncomfortable So there was that element going on. You had the other element of my other brother who had basically the Marshawn Lynch energy. I'm just here so I don't get fined, but really I don't fuck with none of this. And he let niggas know that. Like he kept the energy, you know what I'm saying? He didn't say it. His body language let them know, like, I don't really fuck with y'all like that. and his angle is not on the racist tip, like I hate white people thing. His angle is, depending on what age you are, you cannot say that you didn't know about shit going on in this country pertaining to Black people, and that if you are a lifelong Republican voter and a MAGA supporter, that says all you need to know. Yeah, so that was his energy for the night, for the weekend.
You should have rolled up in that joint playing some Dead Prez.
So, and I would be lying if I said that I didn't think about requesting that the DJ play Jay-Z Somewhere in America.
Oh no, you should have played some Suit and Tie and be like all black at the white shows.
But see what? That's the thing. But they would have fucked with that. They fucked with Justin Timberlake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that. But what
and they probably would have known.
Pay attention. They wouldn't pay attention to that line. All black at the white. They wouldn't.
But that's why I said.
Away with that.
But no, that's why I didn't. I didn't want that.
Do that, son. I'm sorry.
I didn't want that. I wanted it to be like basically like the lyrics is not complicated. They're not fast. They're clear. They're straightforward. And it's like, this motherfucker's got the nerve to play. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! If that's the case, though, you should have asked the DJ to play "Fight the Power," Public Enemy, and start doing the SW1 step. You know what I'm saying? They talk about Elvis Presley, motherfuck him and John Wayne. Look at Shorty Graham, motherfuck him and John Wayne.
I wasn't trying to go that far with it. I wasn't trying to escalate shit. You know, at least Somewhere in America got a good groove to it. Like you could.
Go to Fight the Power. That's James Brown.
You can get your two-step on. Shit, some chick was trying to twerk on my mom's. My mom had to.
What?
You gotta relax.
Oh, you overdid it, Holmes.
You doing too much right now.
You overdid it, Holmes.
I
got a story about that too.
Shit. So before the party though. Okay, so before the wedding, after the rehearsal dinner, the get out. So apparently everybody goes back to their crib first before they hit the club. It's a little reception. And by what I was told, they knew it was going to be some white people there, obviously. But at a certain point, it was just like a sea of white people just kept pouring into the door, just kept coming. And he was like, dog, it felt like get out in here, son. Like, for real. We could have used you there. And I was like, what? So, and then the last thing that was just real different, my brother's part of the Groove High Groove fraternity, which is non-Greek, Afrocentric fraternity. So
Groove
you know,
High Groove.
Exactly.
Black and white.
You know how I don't know, like y'all ever seen like a Delta or a AKA when they get married, like their sorority sisters come, they stand around them and hold hands and they do like a song or like a chant or some shit like that. B, you never seen this? Y'all never seen this?
My dad went to my dad went to a wedding and
Maybe a
somebody was
birthday.
Q Dog. And he
Okay.
was at a Q Dog wedding and they did something like that and they got to
Okay.
barking. And even my dad was like,
Yes.
my dad never been to college, but never played.
You thought that shit
But
was
he was,
hard.
he was barking too. I was like, Dad, you can't do that. You're not in that. You can't do that.
He didn't care. He was just barking.
He was like, that shit hard.
What dogs say?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, yo, you know what?
But he
I
was
remember.
hard too, nigga.
I forgot who said this. It was a comedian. I think it was Cedric the Entertainer back in the day. He said niggas be like, yo, why you want to go to college, man? What you trying to be? I just want to be a Q.
No. You pledged off, but did you graduate? It don't count. You can pledge all you want, but it don't count if you don't graduate.
Hey, but that's what this is. Some niggas was going to school just because they wanted to be a Q. Like they just thought that shit was cool.
But Tommy, yeah, I mean, I did see that. Remember, what's it called? Well, I seen it. Both AKA. Remember what's it called? Vamika's my cousin, my ass.
Yeah.
She had a little thing for her congratulating when she got married, and
yeah. So they do. Yeah. So it's kind of. So you're familiar. Y'all familiar. You've seen it. Something of that nature, right?
Yeah.
So they did that with
Groove for a Groove. With
the Groove, but what it was the Groove brothers was standing in a circle holding hands, and the bride was in the middle. So you got 4 or 5 big black niggas, 4 or 5 brothers, and you got this white girl in the middle, and they doing their little groove thing, and I'm just like, yo, this just don't. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. So hopefully everything goes well. There's no drama, and they live happily ever after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if she bitch did you dirty, well, wipe that ass out. It's in detergent.
Real quick, you was mentioning about the white girl twerking on your moms. Let me tell you, buddy of mine, shout out to my man King Kyle. He used to DJ at this spot called the B Lounge in Towson, and I would go in there from time to time just to support, see what my man talking about. It was mostly college kids that went to Towson that would go to this joint, and I would trip off of the many of white people that would try their best to impress black folk. Okay, mainly me. There was literally this one white guy in my face every
time you killed
that's popular. He was doing in my face, like to get my approval. I'm like, yeah,
good job,
good
sir.
job. You're still not invited to the cookout, little boy. Go on about your business.
Get your ass on.
Exactly.
I didn't come here to see you.
And then it was this one white, because it was it was my niece's birthday at the time. She had turned 22, and it was this one white girl. Some song that came up. It might have been this was back when Up and Stuck by Cardi B was still popping, and I never really heard it like that all the way. I was like, yo, what song is this? And Trey looked at me like, this Cardi B, Up and Stuck. How you not know this? I'm like, Trey, you know damn well I don't listen to no damn radio like this. How you gonna ask me that? And I'm not even a Cardi fan. And so I was like, okay. And it's not a bad song. I'll give Cardi that, And while Tajay, my niece, whatever, was dancing. Well, fuck it, I said the name. Tajay was dancing to it. Some other girls was dancing with her. Then this one white girl was twerking, and she would just be around us just twerking, dancing. Then she said to, I think to both Trey and Tajay, she was like, I stand for you guys.
My God.
I stand with you all. Black Lives Matter. Some other stuff.
So this is what, like maybe 2 years ago?
No,
this
was
before
March.
COVID?
This was March of last year. This was
like just before COVID got real.
This was when it just became the vaccine was just available for people our age to get. Because remember, at first it was for senior citizens.
Yes.
So this was right around the time it was.
Okay. Okay.
Because I didn't take mine till April of last year. So you had to have your mask on. You couldn't have it down. If you did, security would come by you. Hey, dog, mask up. You know what I mean?
Put
So
your mask up, shorty.
you know what I'm saying? Word to Mayor Scott.
Sweat a damn
one and done.
mask.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Governor Hogan.
Yeah, word. Shout out to him.
He about to Kirk. Where that motherfucking mask, bitches?
And like we was at one spot before that, this karaoke spot, and they had a sign that said ass down, mask down, ass up, mask up. We was like,
mask down. Okay.
all right, that's a little different, you know, because in my mind, you know, I'm thinking of another term to do with up and down. You know what I mean? Shout out to Uncle Luke.
Mm-hmm. Don't stop, get it.
Not even that.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. But you know what it is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we know. FDAU. So you know, so it was that situation, and we were just like, what? And every now and then we will bring her up in conversation. About shorty that did that, and some other people at that spot that would do stuff that's like, why are you doing? Like, chill out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, yo, just, you know, you ain't got to do all that. If you rock with our culture, then we rock with you. But you know, just don't be Martin Shkreli with it, Shkreli or whatever. You know what I mean?
Relax.
Just don't be that. Don't be a
don't be an asshole.
Exactly. Speaking of being a, you know, culture vulture, hip hop, something surfaced from one of our legends that we don't really talk about like that. Kool D.
How you like me now?
Wild West. Kool D should have a legit spot in the hip hop Hall of Fame because he was a bit revolutionary. Like, he helped usher in the more so lyrical style of rapping. Because before him, you know, it was just guys that was like the, you know, that type of shit, you know, that type of flow when they rap like this, like that. You know, that type of shit, you know.
So you would say like he was in the ilk of Kane.
Kane,
what's my name?
Rakim.
Rakim. And there was another dude I want to say, Cool G-Rap.
G-Rap, yes.
You know what I mean? Or G-Rap might have been after that.
G-Rap is he's golden era. He's the late 80s,
okay.
87, 88, because he's part of the Juice Crew.
Okay.
And so was Kane. So,
but yeah. But Kool D was of that cloth when it came to MC.
Yes. Because what happened was, because for the longest time, one of the best MCs back then in the early 80 times before, because some will say Run, but before Run, there was I'm gonna mess up the man's name. Busy B.
Mm-hmm.
Who at one point in time, I don't know if he still lives in Baltimore, but he was living in Baltimore for a point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, Busy B had that ball with the ball, the dang, you know, he had that type of flow. And you know, and any MC that was at this one spot that he was at, he was king. But Kool D came up and knocked him off his square with his lyrical stylings and his ability.
How you like,
you know what I mean? And then, like I said, he had a battle with LL and some other people, So but at one point in time, he did he did a report card. Report cards. One back in 87 and another one back in 99. See if I can find these and send them to B and B can post it up on here. And here's how it went. He rated you kind of like on a scale of 1 to 10 from what I'm seeing, and in different categories. And then at the end of it, he gave you a legit report card grade, A, B, C, and this is what your skills was based off of: vocabulary, articulation, creativity, originality, versatility, voice, records, stage presence, sticking to themes, innovating rhythms. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
On this first list, okay, he has, this is 87, himself, Melly Mel, Grandmaster Caz, LL, Tila Rock, Rakim, KRS, Spoonie G, MC Shan, Dougie Fresh, Bismarck, Curtis Blow, Just Ice, Run DMC, Fat Boys, Houdini, Beastie Boys, UTFO, Heavy D and the Boys, Boogie Boys, Ultramagnetic, and Public Enemy. Okay? The highest, who you think is the highest ranked, has the highest grade in these class of MCs?
Himself?
Yes. He gave himself an A plus. Of course he would.
She would. Yeah. I mean, all the rappers do that. They do that.
Word. He gave Melly Mel an A plus as well. He gave Caz an A plus as well. And let me say this: Grandmaster Caz is in his 60s and can out rap a lot of you young niggas. Rakim got an A. KRS won A. Your lowest score person pretty much was, well, the Beastie Boys got the lowest grade on this report card. They got a C.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Fat Boys did better than them. Houdini did better than them. Curtis Blow got to be. Bismarck got to be.
That don't surprise me that the Beastie Boys got a C on this report card.
Here's the thing with the Beasties. Beasties weren't the best group lyrically, but they had a hell of a chemistry. I liken their chemistry to what the Migos got going on. Every time I see the Migos perform or do interviews, stuff like that, they remind me of the Beasties as far as their chemistry and how they hop on the track, and they just there with each other. When they on the track, like they vibing with each other. One person rhyming, like I remember.
Mm-hmm.
There was this book that came out a few years ago called, it was a children's book called Llama Llama Red Pajama. Migos is on some West Coast radio morning show, and they're reading this book, and they was doing their own rhymes to it. Llama Llama Red Pajama, Llama, something, 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 Llama. Like, and they just, while one person is rapping, the other two was with the other one, like Llama. They're just doing the adlibs, Llama. They went, ja, just with them, you know what I mean? And it was like, yo, that's dope, because it's like, it's like you working out with a partner, you know what I'm saying? That person is there to, spot you. You know what I'm saying? He got you. And I liked that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Of them doing that. It was like they vibing with each other, they rocking with each other. But and they have dope production, Beasties. I'm back to the Beasties. I'm off Migos. Back to Beasties. They had great production. I don't know where the Dust Brothers are, but damn, they had some great production. And it even trail on with Beck. If you remember Beck, his older stuff was Odelay. That album is fire if you go back and listen to it.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom.
and
The
you
devil's
know,
haircut in my mind.
you know what I'm saying? The video was ill with the slow motion.
Yeah. The boss,
Uh,
close-ups. And
yeah,
the new pollution.
yeah,
It sounds like
yeah. So, word.
And of
And
course,
so,
boom, boom, boom. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me?
yeah. And so with the Beasties, it was just like dope production. They had that sound, that echo. They had the chemistry. They had dope creative videos. Like Sabotage was on MTV forever.
Forever. That's why they won. That's why they won so many awards that year in VMA.
Bruh.
Shout out to Spike Jones. That was a classic video.
Yeah, shout out to Spike Jones, but shout out to Beavis and Butthead, yo, because every time I watched Beavis and Butthead, they always show that episode where they were watching they were watching that video. Like I always watched that up, always came across that. So that's why that joke was always stuck in my head. I can't stand it. I know you're playing. And then I escaped it for years. And the next thing you know, I buy Guitar Hero 3, and that song is on there.
What?
And I was so ready. What? Anyway, so they weren't really like lyrically like the best group, but the ish was a vibe. Can't lie. I have a few of their albums, and they're in my top 10 list of rap groups of all time. So their music had an impact. And shout out to my cousin who got me the book for Christmas. And so you know, I thought Run DMC would be a little bit higher because of the impact that they had on hip hop as a group. You know, but I get it though. Rakim well deserved. Karis One well deserved. You know, I've been meaning to listen to some Ultramagnetic albums. I'm just familiar with Kool Keith and what's my man from the Gravediggers? There's a dude from the Gravediggers that was part of Ultramagnetic. Dark skinned dude.
Yeah, no.
I forgot his name, but he's part of Ultramagnetic. He was originally part of Ultramagnetic. Well, you know, the other person from Ultramagnetic, Prince Paul.
Yeah, I knew that.
Prince Paul started off with Ultramagnetic before he started working with Daylight and all these guys.
Hey, yo, real quick, I didn't. There you go. I was just Google Sabotage. They ain't win no VMAs, but that's crazy that year. Damn, they was nominated for like 5 categories and they didn't win.
Wow, that's crazy. So that was that particular joint, right? That was 87. Now, boys and girls, let's get to 99, because that's when we were older, right? We were in high school at the time. Shout out to everybody from the class of 2000 and after and before. Come on, y'all. Here we go. Again, vocabulary, articulation, creativity, originality, versatility, voice, record, stage presence, sticking to themes, innovating rhythms. People on this list: Jay-Z, DMX, Master P, Big Pun, Snoop, Nas, Corrupt, Lauryn Hill, Redman, Keith Murray, Ice Cube, Too Short, Black Thought, Yasin Bey, Busta Rhymes, Tretch, Method Man, Raekwon, Common, Razzcast, Biggie, Pac, Mace, Puff, Cannabis, Buckshot, Foxy, Lil Kim, Mac 10, Sticky Fingers, and Mr. Kool.
Mr.
Kool.
So J. Cole? Oh, Mr. Cole. Sorry.
Yeah, yes, Mr. Cole.
Gotcha. I thought you were saying Mr. Cole.
No, not J. Cole, nigga.
I was like, Mr.
He
who?
was in high school, my boy.
I was like, Mr.
Because
Cap.
he was like Mr. and I said Cole. You remember that Family Guy joint? Cap. Huh? Hat. Okay, what is
I
why is he beating me? Oh, you never seen that episode?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that one.
You ever seen that episode?
What show?
Family Guy. When they was doing the where it was Peter and another guy that was like their silhouette talking, and it was like, another person like,
Yeah.
he was like, wait, what are we doing now?
Yeah. We're not in sync. Yeah, we're not in sync here. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So I asked you, gentlemen, who do you think had the highest score on Kool D's report card in 1999?
If it's him, I swear to goodness, he can drop an album at 10.
It's not Kool D.
Was it Jay-Z?
Not Jay-Z.
Hold up. No, it was.
I want to say Nas.
No.
DMX?
No.
What doing it? Who?
God damn it.
It's funny how money changed the situation.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. Well,
Lauryn Hill got a 97, A+.
Yeah, well, I ain't mad at that. Hey, respect.
Your lowest ranked person with a 76, a C+ was Master P.
I mean,
not surprised.
Yeah, not surprised, but I mean, still.
Silk the Shocker wasn't on that list, was it?
I know, for right. I was about to say that. I mean, I got more respect for Master P because he
great businessman.
He's very smart.
Great businessman, and I wish more labels kind of did what he did, putting out them joints.
But as far as lyrical, as a rapper, no.
We keep that. I tried to listen to a Master P album like recently. I couldn't get through it. Couldn't do it. I had to abort the mission early. It was like the whackness is too much.
But I still,
I felt like Vegeta. What's wrong? It's whackness. It's over 9,000.
But I would say this though. I'd rather listen to him than I had to think about it. Like, wait a minute. Make this say with the joint. Is that funeral for a gangster? Gangster. Oh. What was the other joint? Well, he had some joints, but still, as far as I respect his hustle, and he was a smart businessman, and he did held it down.
I like Ghetto D a little bit. Ghetto D, make crack like this. Jay-Z got an 82 or B. Nas got an 84, so he was higher. DMX got a B+, 89. Pun got a B, 82. Corrupt got a B+, 86. Redman got a B+, 89. Same with Keith Murray, 89. Cube got an 88. Another person had the same score as Master P, Short Dog. Too Short is a better rapper than Master P. Come on, Mo D. Don't do Too Short like that.
That's crazy.
I know. Don't do my man like that. Method Man had an A, 91. Ray had a B+, 86. Common had a B+, 87. Razkaz had a B. I feel like Razkaz should have had a 90. Personally. Biggie got a 95. Pac got a 93. Puff got an 80. Puff shouldn't be on this list because he had writers. He don't count to me.
Puff shouldn't be on this list. Oh, no. If Puff is going to be on this list, I should say that. If Puff is going to be on this list, I think him and Master P should be looked at kind of like as equal. So I would say C+, because
you nicer than me, dog.
What he had what was all the categories again?
Vocabulary, articulation, creativity,
articulation, great.
Versatility,
creativity,
voice,
great.
Records, stage presence,
records,
sticking
great.
to themes,
stage presence, great.
Yeah, he got a stage show.
So I think he got like 4 of those categories where I would give him an A at.
Mm.
So that A, Puff.
Who?
Puff.
Okay.
Stage presence.
He puts on a good
Creativity.
stage show. He was my first concert.
You know what I'm saying?
I went to the
Basically,
big city,
all of the
but he
things
had a
that
lot of help.
basically no, but look, but look, all the things that are not as lyric centric,
Mhm.
Puff was killing.
His voice.
Voice. So that's why I say you gotta. That's why I say you got 3 or 4 of them categories. I'm gonna give them an A in, and that's going to balance out the other categories.
Well, I'll
because
say
you know,
so I'm gonna give you what he scored in. Okay. I'm gonna give you his scores for every category. All right.
All right.
In vocabulary, he got a 7. In articulation, he got an 8. In creativity, he got an 8. In originality,
probably got a 7.
He got a 7.
Yeah.
Versatility, he got an 8. Voice, he got an 8. He got a 10 in records. Come back. Stage presence. He got a 9. Sticking to themes, he got an 8.
So
innovating rhythms, he got a 7.
Okay. Which one of those? Oh, is there another one?
No, that's it.
Okay. I was gonna say, which one of those would you just flat out say, like, I'm not giving you no credit for that, or I'm giving you, let's say, 5 and below?
If I'm keeping it 1,000 with you, he would not be on this list if this was me, because I don't take him serious as a rapper nor an artist. He is
I ain't take Master P
he's
serious.
A producer. He's, before he had the Hitman, he did produce. He knows how to A&R, things of that nature. He's a man behind, kind of like behind the scenes, but he wants to be in the scenes. He wants to be noticed. He's just a nigga that wants some attention to me. But he's a brilliant mind within our culture and our music. So he wouldn't be in. If I was Kumo D, he would not be in my list. He wouldn't. Mace would be in my list because Mace is a rapper. Puff to me is not a rapper.
I agree with you. But since he is on this list, and it is broken down categorically, so you just give him nothing across the board then, because you don't consider him a rapper. So
exactly, he's not fucking existent to me in rap.
Got you. Okay. B, what say you?
I mean, I agree with Sean say. I mean, he's not a rapper, but he's definitely businessman. More of businessman, entertainer.
Right. But since he's on this list, would you also just zeros across the board because you feel that way, or do you feel like
no?
he
At
added
the time,
something?
well, at that time back in '98, it was like I just he was like one of the hottest artists out at the time. So like and also at the time I didn't think I thought he did wrote his shit. It took me till like
we didn't know how the music industry worked with the ghostwriting
until later on. So
in hip hop.
It took me. I want to say like when I graduated, I was like, hey, okay. And then I
started looking at the credits.
To add to what B was saying, let me cut you off. When I found out that he didn't write "I'll Be Missing You," that Sauce Money wrote that, I was done. I was like, yo, that's what?
Sauce Money wrote that? I never knew that.
Like that's supposed to be your man. Like I could see if Sauce Money was there to help him construct the bars
Mm-hmm.
and maybe kind of co-write a little something, but it was mainly sauce. And I'm like, damn, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
get
they
it,
did sauce money.
But you know what, man?
And salute the sauce money.
Yeah.
I never knew that he wrote that, man.
Yeah, he did. And then also too, I didn't know that when I started noticing, that's when I started listening to it again. And like I noticed that every time he had like a feature artist, he
different styles.
You know who the ghostwriter was. Like all the like him.
I didn't know that Jada wrote his verse on All About the Business until Jada played it.
I kind of did. It's like it was like I kind of like heard. I can hear the Jada. Like,
you can hear the bar style sometimes. Like I never knew that, but there was one joint on that album, the Press Play album, I think it was. That Pharoah Monch joint. Nigga, I said, this is Pharoah Monch. Oh,
God.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
My freaking
Yeah.
Like it was like, ain't no way did he wrote this.
I was like, this is the greatest Pharoah Monch impression I've ever heard in my freaking life.
Yeah.
I'm the future. So I was like, oh my God. The joint with J-Lo, the single, that was Royce all over. That was Royce. That was clearly Royce when I found out Royce was writing for Puff. I was like,
hold up, I Need a Girl.
At least try it. Like when now I'm
you
not
said
saying
the single with J-Lo. What song was that? I don't remember.
Wasn't that J-Lo? That wasn't J-Lo? What's the one where he was in the suit and he was dancing in the suit kind of stiff like? It's on Press Play. The joint that came out like 05, 06.
Oh, is that the joint with the Pussycat Doll chick?
Christina.
Oh, is that Nicole Shoestringer?
Yeah, sure.
I'm glad you caught it.
Shoestringer. Shoestringer.
Lovely young lady. Lovely lady. Super fine.
Yeah. Yeah, she mad.
You know what I'm saying? Even on freaking Masked Singer. Looks amazing. But
you know, it's crazy. The Pussycat Dolls. I guess she's the Jeezy out of the Pussycat Dolls.
And they the boys
and they the Pussycat Dolls. She Jeezy and they the boys. Because dog, what?
Fucking nigga said.
That's a crazy comparison right there.
Yes,
but y'all get what I'm saying, though, right?
If that's the case, then everybody with the Jeezy of Justin Timberlake.
No, because Justin Timberlake, at least NSYNC was popping. NSYNC was popping. You know what I mean? The Pussycat Dolls had one hit, I think.
Yeah.
Just like the Boys in the Hood, they had one hit.
Like I'm sorry, a better one. Normally she
Normani is that her name?
Normani, she's when what's them called?
Was she in the group?
Yeah, that group. What's that group?
Was she in Daddy Kane or something?
Was from the group with Camila Cabello? She was in the group.
Oh, she was in that too. Damn, I didn't know that.
No, I'm asking. I don't know. I didn't know Normani was from a group.
Yeah, she was in that group. What was that?
As you know, she's talented and fine.
Yeah,
I heard a Normani joint. Actually, I probably heard it before, but didn't know it was her. But I heard the whole thing, more of it, and I was just like, okay. And then she had Cardi on there, and I said,
that joint,
Fifth Harmony.
Fifth Harmony, yeah. I think Camila Cabello was from that too.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, Havana. Yeah, that chick. Yeah.
What's it called? Fifth Harmony.
Fifth Harmony. Yeah. Yeah. Because I think Camila was the first to leave. Yeah, and then it was that was Normani. I didn't know Normani came from that. That's just like with One Direction, Harry Styles, Zayn, and don't sleep on Zayn, boy. Zayn got some soul.
Yeah, Zayn got some. Yeah.
Zayn is dope.
But Harry Styles is a good actor.
Learn something new every day, man.
But that was funny. Still, that's she's the Jeezy.
What you trying to say?
I'm just saying, you learn. I didn't know anybody else's name in the group until today. And then that apparently that member has some soul.
Yeah. No. When Zayn first went solo back in like 2014, 2015. I remember because I used to every now and then listen to Z1043.
Mhm.
And because I like that morning show. R.I.P. to that cat too.
Mm.
Kane? I think his name was Kane.
Kane, he died?
Yeah.
They used to do like the phone tap joint where they would set people up. Oh man, I didn't know that.
Mm-mm.
If not last year, year before last, he passed away. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Kane. And I would hear Zayn single, and I'm like, yo, I remember hearing his voice like, oh, we got some soul in it. Cause you never, well, with me, when it comes to like pop music, I never, pop music is just pop, and they have that corny sound to me, most of them. So when most of them go out and do their solo thing, they're like, nah, that's what the label wanted. Nah, this is really me. This is my voice, my style, And so when Zayn came out with, with some soul in his voice and all that, I was like, all right, brother, I had to check, see what your music is about. And I didn't listen to a lot of stuff for a while. Then he came out with a joint 2 years ago called You Know the Vibes, and that joint was dope. Yo, I was like, ooh, this is smooth. It got a bop to it. Yeah, I like this. And I checked out the album, and I like the album. So whenever y'all get a chance, check out the album he came out a couple years ago, or maybe a year ago. But yeah, no, that was freaking hilarious. And if I'm trying to tell you, if that happens, if Nicole Scherzinger actually comes out with another project and Jeezy is on it, damn it, Tommy, I'm sending it your way, sir. I'm sending it your freaking way. I meant to send something
Please
your way
do.
that dealt with Supreme, but I forgot what it was.
Please
I'll
do
come
send
back.
me
It'll
that,
come back to me. It might have been some Supreme and North Face jackets, something like that. And North Face is already a grip, so it's like with Supreme on it, you're talking about a G.
I copped some. I never had a North Face coat, but I have a couple North Face vests, and yeah,
What they worth about 100?
Only buy them joints on sale.
I'll tell you.
I think I got two for like 90.
Oh, you caught them on a sale?
Yeah.
Good.
That's the only time. I don't fuck with North Face like that. like nigga, I like I'm not Joe Budden with the vest. You know what I'm saying?
To this day, he gets murdered off that vest, dog. New co-host.
Don't bring it up, though.
They still burn this nigga off that vest.
He was invested, as they said.
Invested, done. But yeah, yeah, no, this was interesting. This whole report card. I do feel I would have if there was somebody from that time frame that you have liked to see get graded, who would it be? Mind you, this is 98, 99.
Probably Most Def.
Most Def is on there.
Yeah, Most Def's on there.
You gotta be plus.
Quality's
not on there.
Oh, Quality's not on there?
No, Quality. Nobody knew Quality until like 2000.
Right.
And like the 2000s. But Most Def.
Is that when did Reflection Eternal come out?
2000.
2000? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Black Star came out in 98.
Yeah, but everybody,
but most people knew about Most Def more so than Quality.
Yeah.
Because I think Most Def,
I'll say more people.
Probably was out there a little bit more. Because of the Lyricist Lounge joint. He was on the Roots album.
They Lie.
The Black Star joint, and then he had Black on Both Sides. So this was probably around that time frame.
That was the first name that came to mind for me was Talib Kweli.
Cannabis.
Cannabis is on here. He got
Cannabis on there, right?
Yeah, he got a B+. He ranked high in vocabulary, articulation, creativity, originality, and stage presence.
Yeah, because everybody thought that man was gonna blow up.
Is Juvenile on there?
He is not. And let me tell you, I will say this.
400 Degrees.
I think that Juvenile was probably one of the most slept on rappers. Because at first I didn't take him serious.
I'm surprised that I actually even thought of him and like just mentioned that, because I know 400 Degrees, like the whole was it Cash? It was, yeah, Cash Money was coming up. They was hot right at that moment.
Yes.
And Juvenile was like at the forefront of it, I think. It was like,
yes,
it was him.
He
Obviously,
was the first,
you know, Wayne been around, Baby was there, you know, but Juvenile was like the one that had that first success, and then that started the ball rolling for them. So yeah. So I'm surprised he's not on there actually.
Yeah. Because when I first heard 400, like I actually sat down to listen to it, because rest in peace to my dad. He's in the background, you see him. He had 400 Degrees because he liked high. And I think he like backed that ass up. And one day,
right.
Who didn't?
That's a classic right there.
It is. I mean, to this day, it still plays at clubs, bro.
To this day, it plays at weddings.
Like it still plays, yo. Like matter of fact, rest in peace to Mac Miller. The last time we saw Mac Miller perform, it was the day before my birthday, 2016. I want to say his DJ was the Locks DJ from that Versus.
From the Versus. Okay.
He had a jersey on the front that said Cash Money Records taking over for the 99, and on the back said and the 2000s. And I was like, jersey, sir. Salute.
Funny story for you. With my brother marrying this white girl, she's also 25.
And he's how old?
30. He will be 38 this year. So he told me they was playing this game one day. It was like one of these music like trivia game kind of things, right? And he said, look, I'm gonna just ask you this. Let me just ask you this. What year did Cash Money Records take over? And I said, for the 99 and the 2000. She was like, okay, but like just because he knows that doesn't mean everybody knows that. So basically, she didn't know. You're like, all right, Sean is out for the day. Yeah, no idea.
Let me tell you something, dog.
That's a disappointment.
Back to my man Kyle, who used to DJ at B Lounge in Towson.
Yeah.
That same night, my niece's birthday, right? He plays the Dreams and Nightmares intro, Meek Mill.
Okay.
You know how many white people knew that shit from when it came on to when it ended?
That don't surprise me at all.
It actually surprised me because I didn't know that.
That doesn't surprise me at all. That don't surprise me now. I
honestly didn't know. I mean, it was a table full of like super pretty white girls. They knew. They was like, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all better have their phones out. Hold up, wait a minute.
Real Nick, what up?
I'm like, go off, Mackenzie. Go off, Madison. Do your thing, Sarah. Sarah, smile, bitch, when you rapping them words. Shit. Come on. I see you.
Real Nick, what up? Real Nick, what up? If you ain't on that pussy, shut up.
I wanted to say nigga. I was old. And that's when the beat stopped too.
Did he cut it off?
Nigga.
Oh, he played the whole shit.
He played the whole shit, son. You got to with that. When that beat drop, you got to, bruh. You just can't stop it when it's just a piano. You gotta let that whole thing ride, son.
You know, they played that at the wedding, right? And it was literally, it was kind of like the brothers in the fraternity kind of was doing their thing. And it was just like, yo, this just is so crazy. Because I ain't seen no white people that knew the lyrics to it. Even though I have a feeling.
Oh, at the Meek Mill for the Mill song?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I have a feeling they knew that shit. Not all of them, obviously. But that younger generation from, let's say, like early 20s to, late 20s, they knew that shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the report card.
Yeah.
Was Will Smith on any of those lists?
No, he's not. I would have liked to see 8-Ball and MJG on this list.
8-Ball and MJG. What'd you say, B?
I said it wasn't jiggy with the shit.
Yeah, he wasn't jiggy with the shit. That's what he said. I would like to see 8-Ball and MJG.
Was 3-6 on there?
No.
Although that's a group, and because he didn't have Tribe, or he didn't have Q-Tip.
Yeah, he didn't have Tribe on here. Well, he couldn't have Tribe on either one because Tribe had
that's a group
in '99. But he had a couple groups on the first one. He had the Beasties.
Okay. That's true. That's true. Yeah. So that's surprising that he didn't have Tribe on there.
Yeah, he didn't have Tribe. He didn't have De La.
Busta.
Yes, Busta got he got an A right now, as he should. He got an
as he should. Yes, especially '99. Yeah.
Sticky Fingers got a B+. Matter of fact, Mystical got an A. He got a 90. Yeah, 90. Foxy and Kim both got B's. Foxy got an 82, Kim got an 83. He did Cube and 10, but he didn't do Dub C. Like, how you do 2 out of the 3 of West Side Connection? I would have loved to see what he got E40.
Is Kool Moe Dee is New Yorker, right?
Yes. I forgot from what.
So he was probably like New York. Like, was Dub C really known like that to the East Coast in '99?
He was out there, dog. Like he had.
Because I only really know him off of the strength of the West Side Connection with him, Mac 10.
But they was popping around that time, though. They were still popping in the late '90s. So he could have, like I said, if he could have. If he rated Cube and 10, because both cats, because all 3 of those guys had group and solo joints. So if he could do those 2, he could do them.
Clearly they had solo joints, but I was introduced to him through him being in the group with Cube and Mac 10.
Hey.
So I was just thinking back then when the internet wasn't quite, what it is now. Mm-hmm. Kool Moe Dee might not have really been as familiar with certain West Coast artists then. But also, I wouldn't even put Dub C on the list with all of these other cats, though.
2 other guys on the group. I don't see why he wouldn't do. There's just like, he did Redman and Keith Murray. He didn't rate Eric Sermon. And Eric Sermon at that time, he had solo joints and EPMD got back together.
But
he could have rated.
I'll look at it like this. Either he just forgot it, or he said, you're not as good as the other niggas on this list.
Possibly.
You know what I mean?
But then again, if you can rate Master P, then you can rate Dubs. But I'll throw Guru. Guru should have been on this list.
Okay.
Facts.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
And I think Guru would have got a B.
Some of those B's are kind of shocking. They could have been A's.
But you know, you also he's not
Black
picking
could have been
any.
an A.
He's not picking any like just obscure artists that you never heard of or that you never like. I might have heard of them, but I only heard like one verse on a track they, on somebody else's album. He's picking people. It seems for the most part, it seems like all of these people actually had like they had their solo projects, but they also had impact in hip hop during that era. You know what I mean? Like
the Alcoholics should have been on this list.
Where Exhibit? Exhibit in there?
Yeah. I was
Exhibit is
going to
not
ask you,
on this
is
list,
Exhibit on
and
there?
Exhibit would have
This
got
is
an
I'm
A.
talking about before. This is
Or B
before
plus, something like that, yo.
This is before he got signed.
Oh, by the way, the links are on Drink Champs. They got a Drink Champs interview.
They still
Nice.
I'm
drinking?
gonna check that out.
Actually, is that new or is that like
That's new. It's new.
Damn, it seemed like they should have been on because it's called Drink Champs. You know what I mean?
Right?
So,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Hey man, it is what it is. Let me ask y'all this. Oh, my bad. Did y'all have any other people y'all wanted to?
Do you feel that A for Lauryn Hill? I don't believe Lauryn Hill has shown us enough.
I'm not mad at you.
To warrant that A at that time. But at that time, the projection was still, you know what I mean? Because the miseducation of Lauryn Hill was crazy. And even though it wasn't a rap album, she had some bars, she had some tunes or whatever. Plus,
that's her Illmatic, dog.
The Fugees.
That is her Illmatic. That's
true.
her 36 Chambers.
True. No doubt.
What I'm saying?
What? And then after that, it was.
I mean, she had an Unplugged, and that was it.
I'll put it like this: even her verse on Nas's on King's Disease, or was that? Yeah, even her verse on King's Disease.
Yeah, too.
She had a flow, but it wasn't like, whoa, yeah, she still got it. You know what I mean?
Yes, it was.
I don't know. I got to go back and listen to it again. Then. I got to go back and listen to it again then, because I don't know. It didn't hit me like that. It didn't hit me like that. It was kind of like, yeah, she can still rap. She can still.
What's out? The talent that's out with female rappers today, with the exception of your Rhapsodies.
But I don't want to look at it like female versus man. Like, it's not like it's a physical competition. You know what I mean? It's lyrical. You're using your mind and your wits, your experience, and putting that into the lyrics.
But even still, a lot of them chicks will lose to Lauryn.
I'll give you that. I will give you that. But if lyrics sold, you wouldn't see them chicks. You know what I mean?
It's more to it, but at the same time.
Yeah, so that's why I'm rating up.
It is more to it. Yes, Jay-Z was right with that. If lyrics go, I'll be lyrically Talib Kweli, truthfully went around. Yeah, I understand that because there is a business to this. It is a business.
$1 trillion business.
Like I've said before, the business shit messes up the artistry of it sometimes. And
a lot of times, most times, probably.
And then another element that a lot of people don't talk about, that street element also messes with the artistry and the money. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, yo, if you're going to be done with it, be done with it. It's so messed up what happened to a lot of these young brothers and we may not be fans of these young brothers that have passed away over the past couple of years, but it's still messed up about your King Vons, your Pop Smokes, I know Juice WRLD was an overdose or whatever, but still, it's still messed up that people, go through that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, we ain't learned from the 27 Club people. We ain't learned from Biggie and Pac. Like, come on, take better care of yourself and the people that surround you. You know what I'm saying? Look, Foxy said it on a Nas song. You better watch them niggas that's close to you. Ever personal, and nowadays just the way, So it's a lot of things, but it's still a thing of people need to realize that. I mean, like what you like.
Yeah.
But don't be afraid to venture off to what you like. Something different from what you really rock with heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll see another side of shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can't, I think I do get what you're saying about Lauren, because I've always felt like, yo, in the past 20 so years, like, would have loved to have more music, but at the same time, we kind of don't know. I've said this many times. We won't know until the book comes out, or the interview with Oprah comes out, or stuff like that. You won't know until those type of things come out, or if she comes up with her own like Woo American Saga, something like that. You won't know until that stuff comes out, and if that person is ready to bring the truth out to the light like that. So we can speculate and be like, oh, she's doing this and doing that because yada yada yada, but we don't know. Just like everybody is saying with Antonio Brown, oh, he's crazy, something off, and he's like, my mental health is fine. You know what I'm saying? We speculate all the time with Kanye. We kind of know pretty much what it is with Kanye, but still, it's like with Lauren, we don't live with her, so we kind of don't know everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? We kind of hear some stuff, but you don't know until she wants to put it out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yes, I would have loved more music from her. You know what I mean? I think if there was more, if she had put up more music like that and it was, dope and things of that nature, we probably would have had more artists similar to a Lauryn Hill, because that's also part of the game. They want a bunch of carbon copies of artists that sell.
Yeah.
And after a while, and you hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work. Because I don't care what nobody said. I legit thought Designer was Future when I heard Panda. Like, I really thought that was him. You know what I mean? I know Nicki Minaj kind of had her own thing, but she did, in a sense, kind of remind me of what Lil Kim was trying to do. And things of that nature. When I first heard Lil Brother, I thought of Tribe. When I first heard of Pop Smoke, I thought of 50 and DMX together. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But what I wanted to ask you all with this was, who for we'll say 2020 or 2021, who do you think within the culture should do a report card, and who should be on the report card, and who do you all think should have the top score on this report card?
I don't know, cause like times have changed from now
Right.
with the social media, Twitter, and all that, and people some get very sensitive on certain things.
Erykah Badu said it.
So yeah, so it's like, but also too, it's like generation change too, and like the younger generation, they don't respect the old school.
Some I
Yeah,
like
someone.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
I
saying,
like
but especially,
yeah.
yeah, but
I get,
especially when someone that we was fans of criticized about the new school, and they like, who's that guy? Who is Funk Flex? I'm just saying an example, or who is
yeah.
someone that was definitely a legend to us. And, there's some folks that like the young folks, they don't know about Jay-Z and the Reasonable Doubt era. They just know him when they just know him. Some of them know him just when the
Just
Black
known as
album, or
businessman or
Oh
yeah.
shit!
Beyonce husband.
I'm
Did they
sorry,
come back?
Tommy. You was right.
They came back.
27-27. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yo,
Who got the ball?
I don't know.
Was it going to OT? Okay.
Because I'm looking on Google. Yo, shit, right?
So yeah, so I don't know. I can't even to answer your
Y'all
question.
niggas counting the goat
I would
out.
say it'd be cool. I mean, well, you got some of them. I don't know. It depends who you ask. Like if you ask Jay, if you ask Nas, if you ask like Buster or somebody, they all got their opinions. Everybody got their opinions on things, and then some respect them, some don't. You know, it's hard because like I said, with social media now, it's like mad conversations that you see around online that people, it's like mixed like messages be happening with, like like I said, you got people that respect it, people don't respect it, people acting real ignorant to who would or disrespecting the legacy of a Jay or a Nas, and then some of them, they be like quick to get learn about Black Thought, oh yeah, wow, he's more than the guy on the Tonight Show. Okay, dang, he spit like that. Oh, like that. And like they starting to respect, and also too, like, especially too, if like, like for example, Doom, when Doom passed, now everybody was like, oh my goodness, he was nice.
And
like,
his numbers went all the way up.
Yeah, stuff like that. Stuff like I felt when Jay Dilla passed, even though Dilla was, to me, yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's different. I can't even say like who will do a report card and
Nujabes.
Like,
once they found out about him, you got lo-fi hip hop and chill hop mixes all over YouTube and
so it's like, I mean, Dilla and Doom made contribute for that too, that movement.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like it's all, I can't even say, I don't know, because it's like I said, times changed now compared to like I was back in the late 90s. So I don't really know.
Yeah. Tommy. Nobody.
Actually, no.
I got a couple people.
Hey, look, the person that I would really that I would really think would be good, and I think that would be fair, and that would actually listen to the shit, doesn't really listen to rap music like that anymore. And that would be the JBP. Well, that would be JB of the JBP. Excuse me. He doesn't really listen to, like, he listens to rap really, I think, to be able to have a commentary on it, listens to the stuff that's actually people are anticipating and talking about. But in terms of like whether or not he just goes to check rap just because I fuck with rap, doesn't sound like that anymore. So
yeah, he's always said he's an R&B guy. Yeah.
And anybody else right now, like the only other name that comes to mind. Well, no, I'm wrong. But that's the first name that came to my mind. I would say that. I got to think about it a little more. I was thinking about it a little too narrowly.
Also,
that was the first person that came to mind for me.
Also, I was gonna say the way how like people critiques announcers are, like saying they got some people respect, but who paved the way, but some of them they like go overboard and ridiculous with like saying the
Rams won.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I just looked at them. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry,
I'm mad. I wanted it to go to overtime.
People say that the Migos are better than Tribe Called Quest or Run DMC or something. I'm just saying out there. Like that's just they say that
y'all remember the head of state? Y'all remember when Bernie Mac got off the train? He started smacking all the reporters. He started asking every single kid that said that shit will get that from me. But the main one at the end, he'll get that double slap. My man.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard. It's like it's different now. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, no. I got a couple people. My man Sway Calloway. I think he would have a fair report card because he, even though he loves bars, he lets you other little niggas live on this show.
Yeah.
But he knows what it is sometimes because he'll put you to the test. And certain people we caught off guard, like, oh, we rep like some people have messed up.
Yeah.
But most of them do, they know what time it is when it comes to Sway.
And he definitely bridged the gap between the old school and the new school.
Yes, he
does.
Like
I said, so yeah, it's definitely like, and he's a pretty much like he's like this the 21st century Fab Five Freddy.
Yes.
How Fab Five Freddy was back in the early golden age.
There you go.
I mean, he's still ahead, thank God. But people don't know much about him. People don't know much about Fab Five Freddy and all that he contributed to hip hop.
Yes.
And then, like I said,
from graffiti artist to host of your MTV Raps.
Yeah. So
yes, sir.
So I'll say Sway is definitely like he's like the 2000. I mean, the 2000 2010 Fab Five. To now Fab Five Freddy. So yeah.
K Slay as well. I'll put up there because K Slay, again, brothers in his 60s, still involved in the culture, still putting out albums. He got his satellite radio show. You know what I'm saying? He don't deal with a lot of the bull crap or whatever. But if you gotta listen, but he probably listens to some of that stuff. I don't know. I'll give you another guy. Fat Joe will give you an interesting report card because a lot of people say that Fat Joe is an A&R, is a low-key A&R.
I like that. I think you're right, actually, Fat Joe. Especially too with I like that.
B-Dot always does a list, but I don't know if he'll be a good grader, good grade teacher or whatever, evaluator of this. Maybe. That was who I was about to bring up next. I would think Funk Flex will be good as well for it. I did a little too much. I haven't drinking anything yet, so I can't do the voice. But but yes, I think Funk Flex would be dope as well for that. And that's who I can think of as far as like the teachers or the evaluators. As far as who do y'all think would have in high school? Give me five. Give me 5 people, 5 artists, 5 rappers that you think would be AA plus on any of those. If anybody would do a report card, Kendrick,
Dylon.
Of course. Oh, fucking course. I set myself up for that since I said 5.
Are we using the same categories? Using the same categories that
Yeah.
Yes.
That cool Modi.
Same
So, yeah,
thing.
no. Kendrick Cole.
Kendrick Cole. Might as well put Drake up there, dog.
Yeah.
No, he's about to be.
Maybe. But Kendrick Cole.
Nah, man, you gotta have Drake up there, man.
Well,
I said you gotta have Drake up there. And Kendrick and Cole.
no, we're fine. No, we're fine with Drake being a B. He's a B plus. He's a B plus.
I can't think of nobody.
87, 88.
I'm trying to think of someone else. Like
Rhapsody will get an A plus from me. Me personally.
yeah,
I'd see her get
that's
an A
that's
plus.
just you personally. I'm just talking about in general public. You like are you talking about personally or just what?
Oh no. I mean, my bad. I think overall. I think if people will listen to her, she will get an A.
But I think it's gonna
I would say
like,
Black Thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just hard because like it's like I said, people now
I meant more so for newer generation cats. Cats that's been out in the from 2010s.
Well, shoot, you might as well say Kendrick Cole, Drake gotta be even though we say B, but they're gonna say like he fits there.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if like I don't know, it's hard now because a lot of people like I would say Nipsey, like if you're gonna say like Nipsey.
I'll put Jid.
Yeah.
I'll give the other black hippie.
Absol.
I'll give Q a B. I'll give Absol an A. I see him getting an A.
No, I give him an A. I get Absol an A- because he's not consistent with it.
Yeah,
yeah. I forgot about Schoolboy Q. Yeah, I think Q might get a B plus to an
A. Yeah.
I'm trying to think someone else like
J-Rock.
I would say like Megan or like
she'd get a B. B plus.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like people that's like out there.
Just a B.
Meg
would get a
might
B.
be able to get an A.
Yeah, she.
Because look. Let's go through the categories.
Mm-hmm.
Sticking to a theme, we know she can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even thinking of that.
Wow.
Nah, but I mean, am I lying? No. And look, I'm not. I was playing on one thing, but in all seriousness, though, like, when she's on a theme, whatever the topic is or the theme is, she can stick to it.
Yes.
And she can
WAP. Yeah.
With the bars though, because clearly WAP with her and Cardi, did what it did. But Meg had some bars on there.
Yes, 100. Yes. I've always said when it comes to Meg, ever since I first heard her rap, she reminded me of two people. She reminded me of Lil' Kim and she reminded me of Bun B.
That's a dangerous combination right there.
And very dangerous. Very dangerous. So you got bars and you got sex appeal.
Exactly.
And she's on her way to being a heck of a businesswoman. You know what I'm saying? She graduated, got a degree in something that mattered, that really does matter and could do something with. You know what I'm saying? So,
as soon as all this Tory shit is behind her,
I don't see nobody else.
As soon as all that's wrapped up,
I would say like if they was like really hot, y'all boys,
Griselda,
yeah, like. Oh, Tyler.
They would get A's right now. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about if they was like up there, right like now. If they was. No, I'm talking about they popular as far as street level, but I'm talking about as far as like they not getting that commercial.
They're not getting critical acclaim. Type shit, you know what I mean? They're like The Wire right now.
I hear you. But nowadays, you have some artists that are indie,
but you can still do well.
Like with some mainstream people.
Yeah.
And last time I checked, I think Conway is still on Shady, kind of shit. But I think after this next project, I think he's off Shady.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
But I would put him on this as of right now because he got it. They have a hot name.
I forgot about
I would
Gibbs.
put them on. I would
Yeah.
put Griselda on
Freddie
that report
Gibbs.
card. All three guys. Freddie Gibbs is another one. He would get an A from me.
Tyler the Creator.
I'm not sure West Side. I don't quite see the with the music with West Side. Like I don't quite get it. You know what I mean? Like there's some joints that I like, but I'm not going. I wouldn't say any West Side project that I've listened to has made me say, okay, this is one of my best albums of the year, one of my best projects of the year, whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I haven't.
I feel you. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just now. I'm not saying that they're bad at all. I'm just saying
it don't hit you like that. That's fine.
No, yeah.
But I would say for me, like,
but it's very unique, very different.
It was hard for me to kind of listen to what he was saying.
Yeah.
But once I actually like read his lyric, because some stuff is he's one of them niggas that he been locked up quite a few times. So some of the shit that he say is jail talk. So you won't understand it because you ain't lived that life. Like he had a song, yo, you ever ate chicken on a Thursday? You ever ate burgers on a Wednesday? Like, cause Rosenberg asked him, what does that mean? He was like, that's for people that's been locked up. When I was locked up, we had burgers on a Wednesday. We had chicken on Thursdays. So he's talking to a certain group of people, you know, that's been through a certain thing. But there are times where he'll say certain things, and I'm like, I rock with it. Certain stuff might be over my head, but I remember listening to he re-released one of his first, or maybe his first mixtape, the Youngest in Charge mixtape, back in 06. That boy was spitting. You can hear him loud and clear on that one. He was rapping. But I think with Westside, he'll even tell you he ain't no rapper like that.
Right.
So he's kind of like whatever with it. You know what I mean? But if niggas rock with him, they rock with him. You know, but I like his shit. But I would say he might get an A or maybe a B plus, but Conway and Benny would get A pluses. You know what I'm saying? Because out of those three, those are the main two that niggas really be like, yo, them niggas is L. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely put them on the list with the Megs, the Black Hippies. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing Rhapsody up in there too. Who else would I put in there? I said Jid. I know Joey Badass. Well, he just put out a single, but I would kind of put him there still. Excuse me. Who else is out there? The Baby would be on this list. He would get a B from me. You got Lil Baby.
What about Lil Baby, Corday?
Lil Baby would get Lil Baby. I ain't gonna lie. That My Turn album, that shit was a classic. I didn't think it would be a classic, but damn, that shit slapped, bro. So he might get an A out of if I was to rate, but he might would get an A from people. Gunna would be on that list because he got people talking about the peas. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
So I will give him maybe.
I didn't know that's where that came from, though. Okay.
C plus, B minus for me, but I like Gunna. I like his music. Migos would be on this list. They would be a B minus for me. I would think. I would put Royce on this list. I would personally.
Yeah. Okay. Because he especially with his solo projects coming out within this decade.
Because, bro, like from 2013, 2014 up until now, he's been on a roll. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we said
It was when did Slaughterhouse click up? Was that 2013, 2014?
That was 08, 09 when they first.
That was okay. So I would say, yeah, probably going back to that. And then, you know, it might have been a little bit of a brief period between Slaughterhouse figuring that shit out and then when you started doing him. But yeah, I would say like this last decade and a half or so has been the best for Royce's career. I'll say last decade for sure. But when you throw the Slaughterhouse stuff on top of it, what they was doing with that, and even though it didn't end the best, you know, I think that helped him in his career and reached more fans that otherwise might not have known him.
I would throw Action Bronson on this list.
I would throw him on there. I would throw Chance on the list.
Chance, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll throw Chance on that list too. But Cardi will be on this list because she's, you know.
Trade of Truth, YG.
Yeah. Meek.
Yeah.
All
Wale.
the ASAP, Ferg, Rocky.
The Wale on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And he better get an A+ or he bitching about it. Yeah. Rick Ross. Yeah, it's a few people, man. You know, like even with the last list, Ghostface wasn't on that. No Ghostface on that list. He's still putting out music. Supreme Clientele 2 produced by Kanye. If Sci-Hi was putting out more music, oh my God, I would have loved for Sci-Hi to be on this. Because that man.
Please let this Supreme Clientele 2 not be no bullshit.
Yeah, oh yeah, we gotta pray on that one, right? You know?
Please, God.
Kanye and Mike Dean. Let's see how it goes. So yeah, I think it's an interesting list. I mean, that list, man.
I don't even think.
I feel like more people should have talked about this list a bit more. But I don't know. I think it would have been maybe because at the time I wasn't going to the barbershop at the time I wasn't talking about the list. You know what I mean? You would have got more people talking about it. But you know, it was like, man, this is ill. Ill concept. But I don't think I think the younger generation would have been like, man, fuck a report card. I'm still going to do me. I'm still going to make the type of music I make, whatever. But I will say this, with a lot of talent that's out here, younger talent, like within the past few years, a lot of you niggas is getting D's and F's if I'm doing a fucking evaluating. That's facts, bro. A lot of you niggas.
You niggas will keep getting D's and F's when I get through with you. You niggas should be playing basketball in Pelican Bay for putting this shit out.
Now you got me sounding like the 2022 Joe Clark out this bitch. You niggas trash. I'm the
Joe program, nigga.
Come on, let's get somebody.
Eat chicken on Thursday, nigga.
Eat burgers on Wednesday, nigga.
Burgers on Wednesdays.
So yeah, that's it for that. So you know, Tommy had his story to tell, his moment to shine. We're going to give the floor to someone that rarely speaks on here, but when they speak wisdom.
Yeah.
And there's facts with what they say, and you know, we earlier during this podcast we spoke on our resolutions and how 2022 has kind of treated us, and but that's just with us. When you watch the news, it's something different. And it just gets to a point sometimes where you just throw your hands up. It's just like, what the hell, yo, you know? And some stuff that you watch on the news affects you personally. And sometimes going into the year, certain people going into the new year, you get faced with something that blindsides you. And when it happens, it messes with you something heavy. But when you're grounded spiritually and you have um, a strong support system, when you have a strong support system, it lessens the blow a bit, but you still need time to heal. With Breon, um, you know, earlier when Tommy was making the jokes, I did something about editing and stuff like that because I know it's sensitive. It's a sensitive thing, and I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to particularly laugh at what he was saying. I know what he said he meant well, you know, but I know with certain people, certain things is kind of fresh. It might be too soon to kind of, you know, speak on things like that. But um, with that being said, Breon, I'm gonna put myself on mute, and the floor is yours, brother.
Thanks.
Please take it away.
Thank you. But no, I ain't say nothing what Tom was saying. It was just I know what he meant. But I know his intentions were. But yeah, man, since we started the year, you know, yeah, New Year's Eve it was Betty White. And then that's what last episode we was recording, that's when we found out. And then Sidney Poitier passed on the 7th of January. And then the next day, a personal one hit home. Lost my sister unexpectedly. Akilah Tené Bazemore. I don't know, it still hurts. Still disbelief, but I've been having moments, a lot of moments. Miss her dearly. But yeah, it's rough. Let me see. I was 15 when she was born, so we're 15 years apart. But I don't want to say much because everything I want to say, I want to wait till I'm gonna speak in her funeral. But I will say that I definitely miss her dearly, and it definitely, you know, was just a total blow, bad start on the new year for me. Before the this around 2021 and most of 2020. Just been going through a lot of personal crap, and she was there. She knew about it, and definitely was encouraging me. Y'all were too. But this one, yeah, it's just very unexpected, and yeah, it's just it hurts. But just trying to stay strong through it all. Definitely made some breakthroughs, like I said in the beginning. She was my half sibling, so you know, same father, different mothers. So and y'all knew about my relationship with my father. I didn't really have a good relationship with my father, but before she passed, my sister was trying to patch things up between me and my father. Sadly, under these circumstances, we did, and I had become the bigger man and let a lot of shit go. That's it's definitely so we're cool now. We definitely, been keep in touch and also keep me involved on the arrangements and everything. So he got his health issues. He's up in age as well. So never wishing ill will towards him. It was just that I still had that anger. So, but still with my sister, it still hurts. Still hurts. She was just getting her life together at 25 and then just unexpectedly. So this episode is dedicated in her memory and it's going to be titled in her name. But yeah, we lost a lot of people from, like I said, Sidney Poitier to Bob Saget to Meatloaf to Louis Anderson, James Matunde, rest in peace. But yeah, this one, my sister definitely a huge blow. So definitely just trying to stay strong through it all. But yeah, just wanted to say that. That's all. She wanted to yeah, I felt bad because like she supported me with this podcast and all my creative endeavors. So and she wanted to be a host. I mean not a host, I mean a guest of the one episode. We never got a chance to do it. But yeah. Russ Wells, sis. Love and miss you dearly. So yep.
I forgot how long it's been since your post on Facebook about her passing, but I finally read it for the first time. Yes, if not yesterday, the day before, and I not going to lie to you, because I don't be on social media like I used to a few years ago, but um when I first saw it originally, I wasn't ready to read it. Still in disbelief, still couldn't believe it. Somebody had asked me how I was feeling about it, and I was like, well, let's be clear. She's more so B's sister than my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real relation
Mm-hmm.
to myself and Akilah, but the times that I spoke with, through
Mm-hmm.
through Facebook, everything was cool, and we had friend requests. She would react and comment to some of my posts and everything, and I wanted to meet her as well because one time we was joking about getting tacos and some Mexican food one time,
Yeah,
and I really was with it. I was really looking for. I was like, because I was looking at you, I was looking at B like B got to set that up. If B set that up, we can make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to get to know her myself. Because the times that you spoke of her, it was always uh, good things and her just, coming up in the world and getting herself together, you know what I'm saying? Because it was interesting because she had went to the same college as a couple of my homies at one point in time. I think she went to Liberty at one point in time, and then she went someplace else. And I was like, oh man, that and I was just thinking like, man, that would have been cool if she would have knew the homies that I knew from there, and they probably would have got out around the same time, I believe. But and it was just one of those things where every now and then you would talk about her, and I felt like you didn't talk. It seemed like you didn't talk to her or talk about her as much when the pandemic was going on. I kind of know why, but you know more than me. But so it was like I didn't hear much about her, or you didn't speak much about her. And then when you sent the text, because I was driving, and I just checked my text messages real quick, and I think it was to see if we was going to do the podcast or not. I forgot, and I remember reading it, and I remember I'm on Cold Spring, and I just remember from the time I got on, I was on St. George's in Cold Spring to maybe to Falls Road in Cold Spring. Before you get to 83, I kept saying, oh my gosh, what the fuck? Oh my gosh, what the fuck? Oh my God, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't stop saying those words. I could not find the words to say. Like, nothing at all. And again, I didn't really know her like that to know of any health issues or anything like that. But it was just a thing of like the fact that she was as young as she was and passed away all of a sudden. It was like, yo, what the fudge, like you just couldn't believe it. And you already hearing about, you know what I'm saying, Betty White, John Madden, a couple other people. And so for this to be that close, it was just like, my gosh, yo. And um and it was like, man, I couldn't freaking believe it. It's still like, damn,
Yeah.
and it's not going to hit. It's I feel like with the past few people that I know in my life that died, it seemed like it really didn't hit until I showed up to the funeral or the viewing, and it was just like, oh man, this is not like the person lied or anything, but it's just one of those things where you just have to see for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I want to say in 2020, there was a cousin of mine that passed away, and I met him. No, I'll say I never saw him until I viewed his body the day before his funeral. I always heard about him, been around his brothers and sisters, remembered his dad before he passed away. Rest in peace to my Uncle Sherry. But never met Sherry Jr. And I didn't see him until I heard he was in a wheelchair, heard he looked exactly like my uncle, all that. And didn't see him until he knew he had a son, Sherry the Third. But never saw him until I saw his body in the coffin. When Dell passed, our grandmother, when our grandmother passed over a decade ago, remember hearing about it, being hurt by it, being around family, and then when the service was over and they cranked the wheel, kind of lowered the body in the casket and closed the that really hit me like, damn, and then the same with my dad. In a couple weeks it'll be 5 years that he passed. And it was one thing where it was just like couldn't believe it, was shocked. I didn't have uh I wasn't like my mom in the sense of just being that hurt and was just having going through the motions. I was still kind of like whatever. I guess it took me a while to really, really, really to let it really, really, really process like that. But one day it just really hit me, man. And and I couldn't do nothing but cry. Like I remember crying for like it seemed like an hour. And this was 2 months after he passed. And I still have those moments. I have a lot of moments where I laugh and I think about them, moments where I still talk about them. And I say all of that to say, man, like, you know, you going through this hurt, going through, what you're going through it's going to suck. And I know some people that one person told me that with my dad, he was like, the person said, they apologize, they sent my condolences, but they was like, it's going to get worse and worse. It's going to hurt, yada, 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 yada. It sucks, but felt, but after a while, I was like, yo, you know what? I got to keep living and doing what I got to do in their honor and in their legacy. I got his blood flowing, through my veins. I got to keep his legacy going. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, he's proud of me. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to keep it going and just honor what he wanted me to do in this world. And and I say that to you about Akilah. She wanted you remember when you told me like, yo, she wanted, me to make peace with my dad. And I remember when you told me that, I 100% agreed. I was like, that is one thing that you can do to kind of to honor her and her legacy. What I mean, yeah, it's effed up what happened, back then. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, that was 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you just gotta, let go. And and it was just one of those things where like, she saw that and was like, yo, we gotta cut that out. Like, you're still out here, you're not hurting that bad or whatever. But yo, for her to say that was big, and the fact that you're following up with it is even bigger, you know. And I'm pretty sure, your dad probably always felt like crap because of what happened. So the fact that, y'all are in contact and this, that, and the third is probably, a huge weight off of his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Mr. Gene. Uh, so,
You can come up. So
hmm?
you can come, Uncle. You can come up. uncle. That's cool. I mean, Jay still do. I mean, still getting contact. Jay still come up. So, you know.
All right, Uncle Gene. Yeah, I haven't called Uncle Gene. I haven't called him Uncle Gene since middle school. So it's so weird to say something. Salute to Uncle Gene. And we'll be in attendance for maybe for both.
Did you get the announcement? I texted you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got
No,
it.
Tommy. No, it's also on Tommy.
Oh,
Yeah, I got it.
oh, yeah. We'll be there, Vaughn Green. But yeah, and you know, but I'll say that I've seen how people have supported you through this. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
Like shout out to Morgan, Tyrone,
Mhm.
Elizabeth, and Anthony.
Briscoe. Yeah. Well,
And,
shout out to
and,
everybody, pretty much.
and yeah,
Twin, Craig,
Twin.
people on Facebook.
Craig.
Appreciate the love.
Yes.
Definitely.
You know, that goes to show you, man, that you know, even though we get busy with our own lives, when something go down, we stop everything and make sure our own is good. You know what I mean? And yeah, yo, you know, again, I appreciated you that night when you had called me. And though I was asleep,
I know,
but I still didn't mind.
Yeah, normally we were like, yo, what the fuck? And then you were like, oh, it's Brandon. Oh yeah. What's up, yo?
I did look. I was like, what the heck? Who's calling? I was like, no. When I saw it was you, it was like, okay.
Right in front. That's
Let me see what's up. You know what I mean? Like, I had a feeling it was, you know, it was something. And yeah, yo, again, you know, you're still going to go through that type of stuff and have the feelings, and you know, you just gotta let it go, man. Certain people, you know, feel like, you know, if you shed a tear as a man, you a punk. You are not a punk. You were not
I hate
made
that.
in
I hate
a
that.
factory.
Never
You know
did
what I'm saying? You're not a fucking machine. You're a human being. God gave you emotions. You just don't get happy because, you know, beat somebody in a sport or in a video game, or because you know, you're gonna smash some hot chick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He gave you more emotions than that. You know what I'm saying? Don't make you less of a man. You know what I'm saying? That you shed tears over something that means a lot, or someone that means a lot to you. Nah, knock it off. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. Rest in peace to Akilah Bazemore.
She was a blur to video games. Well, she wanted to be a video game designer. So
oh man, I did not know.
Yeah, she did like a little. She was into like Sims and all them. So like she did like a little it was like kind of like, you know, Farmville called Animal Zoo that she created back in school. But yeah, she was into like video games a lot. You know, had the Xbox and all, and she loved the Lion King, Scooby Doo, SpongeBob. You know, but she was really impressed with my vast knowledge of you know, what's hot in movies, what's hot in, you know, music, all things pop culture related. So like I said, she definitely encouraged me to keep pushing on the creative aspects of what I was trying to do. So, but yeah, rest in peace, Key. Also, rest in peace to Regina King's son, Ian. We just heard, suicide, man. It's crazy. 20,
How old
26,
was he?
26, our only son. So it was like, yeah.
Oh my God.
So I'm the only child. So yeah, so like, that's rough.
Super rough.
He was a musician. I think he was like, yeah, musician, DJ. But yeah, rest in peace. But
Damn.
yeah. Crazy.
It just sucks, yo, because Regina King for the past few years has been on a roll with what she's been doing, man, with the acting, directing, being in commercials,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it's just like, man, devastating
And like,
stuff.
yeah, she always had, her son's support and everything. And like, he was her date and all, like most of the award shows when when she won the Oscar for Bill Street Could Talk, and also too when she won the Emmys for like American Crime and 7 Seconds. She, and also too like he was one of the first people that got a chance to like watch One Night in Miami before she like sent him out to to the public, and he critiqued it and said that he loved it. So she was, it's just sad. I see, suicide, man. Just so much going on right now in these times, man. Just gotta stay strong. So it's just like with that, just the
There's
loss.
nothing wrong with seeking help.
Yeah, nothing wrong seeking help. Nothing wrong with therapy, Tommy. So I ain't.
He got an issue with therapy?
No, I'm saying that earlier.
Who said I had an issue with
No.
therapy?
Listen, no. Listen, I know you was doing it earlier. It wasn't like I wasn't, I didn't catch offense or nothing. But like, nah. Therapy is good. No, I ain't say you had nothing. I ain't say you was bashing therapy. No, I ain't say you was bashing. But anybody else got anything else to say real quick?
Man, I'm just say when you called me, it was late. I was like thinking like, yo, what's this about? I was actually like sleep, I think, or half sleep. And when you told me, I was like, oh, I just was like, just felt so bad for you in the moment. Like I was just like shocked. That was the last thing I was expecting you to say for somebody so young and so positive. You know what I mean? Like I didn't hear anything. I never heard anything. Excuse me. Negative about her. It was just like she was just doing what young people supposed to do.
Yeah, she was an angel. That's all she was.
So
literally,
and having two siblings of my own, it's just something that you don't want to think about that even happening. So, my utmost condolences to you and your family. As you already know, but and like Sean said, be there to support you and we're gonna be there.
Yeah. Thank you. Still can't believe it's been 2 weeks, but yeah, just crazy. And it sucks that due to the funeral homes being all booked, we thought we was gonna get like a spot like the last week, sometime next week or so. But yeah, it's just been due to COVID and everything, and
So when my grandmother passed,
yeah.
This was May of 2020, so we was like right in it. Could literally only be 10 people in the building.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. What is it going to be? Do you think? Well, we can talk about that off the pod or whatever.
Yeah.
With Omicron and everything, it's kind of like
people
are kind of getting a little scared again.
Well, I'm gonna give you a quick answer. Yeah, I mean, well, they said that people can show and like I mean, of course, mask is required. You can double mask if you want to. And as far as the separation of this, I don't know how they're doing like as far as like spacing out the seats and things, because we're gonna have like my father, of course, and also it's gonna be on live stream as well. You can live stream it if
Yep.
but like I said, I mean, if you can just want to come through for the viewing, that's cool. If you can't come to both, I mean, for the funeral, definitely they're doing live stream. But yeah, they're doing the mass, and I think he said like, yeah, they definitely spacing it out as far as with how they seating arrangements. So yeah, so we it's gonna be like people from her college, her school, and her former co-workers. So yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, that's how it's gonna be. But yeah, anything else? But yeah, thank y'all. It's just yeah, it's just tough. It's I mean, I'm definitely like these past 2 weeks now, it's, still shocked, disbelief, and like I said, miss her dearly. Can't believe it. But I've been going through my fits, and like I said, I have made some small breakthroughs, especially with the relationship I had with my father, and I'm just taking it slowly as possible. And like I mean, we just make sure we support one another, checking one another, making sure he good, and trying to best we can to make this a peaceful and nice homegoing service for my sister, make sure everything's right and all that. So, you know, but yeah, but if that's all y'all, y'all gotta say, I'll go ahead and end it. This is episode 51. Keela, this is dedicated in your memory, sweetie. So sorry you haven't been a guest. Like I said, I wish we had more time. But love you and miss you. And episode 51, y'all. Follow us, on the IG, Facebook, and YouTube.
Everything's
Subscribe.
blurred on everything.
Everything's blurred on everything. And catch y'all later. And thank y'all. Peace out, y'all.